Welcome to Stage Mom Podcast, a podcast for breakthrough bands and artists. Today we have Corazón Rabioso. Corazón Rabioso is a psychedelic progressive thinking band with strong Latin roots. Their influences outside of music include surrealism, science fiction, spirituality, and Hispanic culture. They are extremely interesting to get to know, and I enjoyed every second of it. Go follow them on Instagram and listen to their music on all music platforms. You won't be sorry.
What band is this right now? It's a movie band.
Let me know.
Hey, we're Corazón Rabioso. How y'all doing? We're on the Stage Mom podcast right now.
What's up?
Hello. Here for your entertainment. I'm Pierre.
I'm David.
Erica.
Javier.
Luis.
So what do you guys do in the band? What are your roles?
Ruin everything.
Yeah.
So I'm a bass player. I like to play the bass.
Based.
I'm based. I'm also the producer of the music. So all the music that you hear now and will hear in the future likely to completely pass through me.
Do you do that for other bands as well?
I'd like to. I've thought about it. There's this band that I've been talking to a lot. Their name is Kill Dead Rabbits. They're based in Las Vegas right now. And they have like an EP that is like in the process of being recorded, and they want me to like mix and master it. So that's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are they good?
I like them. They're a punk band.
Okay.
So if you're really into like that kind of like 80s, 90s like punk music.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'll try to reach out to them, get them on here also.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
If you could.
Yeah.
They're characters. I love them.
I did a band out of California also. Guns for Jimmy, and that was fun too.
What?
Oh, yeah.
So
That's hard. That's amazing.
So what about you?
I play keys in the band, and I'm the newest member. I started beginning of last year with them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my first band, I would say. So I had to really get caught up to speed and playing with these guys.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been playing for?
Like I've been learning the keyboard since like maybe 2017.
Okay.
But not really like getting into it until like a year later, and now really like trying to get as much as I can out of it, I guess.
Okay.
Bro, he's really like low key about it. He's
Actually,
better than, like, he's like better than like all of us put together.
Yeah, no.
On the panel.
We'll be talking. Yo, what you up to? Oh, I'm doing my daily hour practice or whatever.
2 hour practice.
And I'm like, oh, I should probably do something like that.
No, for real. He literally.
Bro,
like,
on the couch, like, I should probably do something like that.
To the point to where he literally like sent in like it was a demo track, but he's like, I wrote this song as an audition for y'all. And I was like, you just wrote this like just because? And he's like, yeah, just and he's super low key. He'll downplay himself, but he's fire. He's fire. Yeah, he's fire. Don't
underestimate him.
For real, dude. Synths are off the chain, dude.
My goodness.
I know, dude.
Erica, you do drums, right?
Yeah, I'm the drummer. They went through like 5 drummers before me, and they couldn't, like, none of them stuck, but I was the one that stuck.
Yeah,
so.
When you find that right,
That's it.
Yeah.
You just know.
you gotta hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's a drummer, so girl drummers I'm obsessed with, so that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're the best, to be honest. Just female percussionists in general, like,
It's true.
I love them.
They're rare. Good ones are rare.
No,
Yeah.
especially when you can like see them like really lock into the instrument.
Yep.
Yeah, that's rare.
Yep.
I play guitar, rhythm or lead depending on the song, and I sing depending on the song as well.
Okay.
If a song is in Spanish, then chances are I'm singing that one.
Okay.
So I kind of trade frontman with Luis.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, and I also play guitar. I sing, and I songwrite along with Javi here.
Okay.
And I like to think of it not so much rhythm and lead, but more in the sense that he has more of a smoother, funkier style, and I have more of a punkish, punkish experimental style.
Okay.
And
We kind of made in the middle there.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of overlap there. But if the song is in English, I'm most likely singing it, and I do most of the spoken word parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of your videos. I'm going to screw up the name. Secreto?
Yeah.
Secreto? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Oh, Secreto. Okay. Yeah, so, and that's what happened. I think that you did the spoken parts and then
Yes.
sang, right?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
okay.
So the spoken part is actually something that he had written for a while, and we were actually always bringing it on the live shows. Lewis always wanted to like make it like a theatric thing when we played, to like make it like a whole thing.
Right.
And then which turns out it's like we could just do it on the same key, so we just like play both of them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that song in English? Because the one I saw was Spanish.
Yeah, no, I only like English is my second language, so when I try to like write down lyrics in English,
We can't Shakira it.
Yeah.
Shakira it.
Yeah.
No. Just yet.
They come a little bit Isol, not gonna lie.
I don't think I've ever heard Javi sing in English. Not even in like spare time. Like I've never heard you sing in English.
You're never gonna.
He practices
He
in the closet.
doesn't.
Yes.
He does by himself,
Oh, that's
and he's like, man,
And
Man, this sucks.
man,
and I
that
can't
sounds
write
so
in
funny.
Spanish at all.
For real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I've tried because I also speak Spanish,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to.
Argentina.
There's a command that like each of them has of like their respective language that
That is
like, is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie because like even like some of the English lyrics that he wrote for the first album, I'm just like, damn, like this is like some rock and roll ass like limelight motherfucker. Like, oh wow, I'm about to sing my heart out and then like that crazy stuff, like that kind of that slot like classic lyricism. Like I think that they both have like equal commands of it. That
Right.
yeah, they
But it's interesting because I always, and I think that we talked about this, like, I can't understand, obviously, any Latin songs, but there's something about them that make you feel the song, like, really feel it. And I couldn't imagine, I mean, I can't write a song in English, but to do it in Spanish, like, I just, because, like, do they, I don't even think that, like, how, like, songs written in English would, they kind of rhyme, they kind of go together. Is that the same in Spanish? Like,
Yeah. So I'll tell you this: like I grew up listening to classic rock and whatever, but I didn't understand anything that they were saying.
Right.
So I was just like, oh yeah, is that sound? I would just treat the vocals like another instrument in my head because I wasn't following any of the lyrics.
Right.
So I'm here with all these people, and you're like, oh, I can like actually write something and we'll make it happen and whatever. And then I just get faced with, oh, am I gonna like make up something that is probably not gonna be as good in English?
Right.
No, I just do it in Spanish, and who gets it gets it. And people seem to vibe with it. They don't mind that it's in Spanish.
Yeah, no.
So
I mean,
Plus, it's like we're South Florida.
yeah.
100%.
It's like majority Spanish down here. Anyways.
Do you speak Spanish? Do you know any of it? Or?
I'm like, no. I want to learn. I kind of can understand.
Yeah.
But I can't really speak it,
Right.
I don't understand it.
Because I'm just around so
you
many
don't?
Hispanics.
I still don't know what this band's about.
all the songs I
He
Names
has
in
the
Spanish and he's like,
English.
yeah, I like this. I don't know what they're saying, but
Yeah, no.
you guys give me the vibe. I'm like,
You kind of feel the same way, like me. Like, you just kind of feel the music.
he's here for the ride, which is good.
That is so funny.
There were a couple of songs that I actually translated so I could show you all.
Yeah.
And you were like, hey, this is like bullshit. I'm like, but you didn't know that.
Yeah, no, like you would translate lyrics, and I'm like, this kind of doesn't mean anything. You're just saying words, and he's like, but you like it. I'm like, damn, you got me. You got me. You got
That
me.
is so funny, but it's so true because it's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. I guess like I'll see that it's either I actually like have like a poem or like a thing that I want to like say, or sometimes like, oh, I have this really cool riff, I want to fill it in, and then it's like I'm just gonna have something that is either it has like a little bit of, oh, this is just something that means something, and then also I'm just filling in, and turns out esoteric and people like it. Like I'm gonna live it with you. It's really just it's the whole package, It's
You don't gotta read into it, but you can if you want.
yeah.
Right. Well, I was going to ask, Secreto what it meant because it was such a pretty song to me.
Thank you.
So, but I didn't know what the heck you were saying.
Well, I think in terms of the material that we're writing around that song as well, it was more towards loss and the experience of being foreign and some of the internalized like anger of the stuff that happens around you.
Right.
And it's just like a very loosely, it's just my interpretation of the anger before you just kind of need to chill out and let it go.
Right. Okay. All right. So when did you guys form the band? I know you're the newest member, and
Dude, this band has been.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
I could recap the story.
Yeah, honestly.
So the story starts with me leaving a prog band at the time that was not fulfilling me creatively,
okay.
and it at the time it didn't end in the best of terms, and I was kind of very angry and bitter about that.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I set out to do a project in which I'm going to specifically aim at all of the things I could not do in that band that I wanted to.
Right.
And a lot of that included like which genres I wanted to mix, lyrical content, how to connect songs on an album, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I did a solo project because I was like, I'm not going to wait around to have a band for me to later argue with them about what we should do.
Yeah.
So I started a solo project. I did the songs off the first album acoustically, and the main thing was, oh, these songs are great. You should get yourself a band. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess the people need it, and because they definitely sounded dry and flat on their own. So I went super crazy, and I tried to recruit as many people as I could by posting flyers on all of the campuses in South Florida. I got chased out of FIU.
Oh, really?
Well, so it had my number on it,
Right.
and they texted me like while I'm posting up. It's like, oh, someone already texted me. And it's like, this is FIU police or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
literally FIU fun police, bro.
It's
No
like
soliciting.
It's like you need to leave, and I'm like, okay. My work is done because I flooded that place with flyers.
Funny.
But I went as south as FIU, as north as FAU. FAU is where he saw the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he came into the picture, and you can tell about that.
Sure. So, that was 2018. I moved to the States in 2015.
Okay.
So I had a band back home, and that broke up. We all went to different countries, and now it's just like, man, I haven't played in a band in years.
Shout out Telegay.
Yeah.
Shout out Telegay.
Telegay. Thank you.
I think I know that band.
No,
Teleplay.
Teleplay is a now in permanent hiatus band from Venezuela.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some that just sound like that name.
True.
You ever heard this band Telecom?
I have.
I hear that one of their members is with us right now. Watch your backs. Oh man.
But I'm just at FAU at the time. It's funny because it's the furthest I went north, and I just see a flyer because I happen to have one class at night that was on the art building instead of the business one, and then I see, oh, these are all the bands that I listen to on the listed of, hey, if you like this, then call this number, and I see like this little logo on the thing. It's like, huh. I wonder if this is gonna be like a 45-year-old dude or.
Did you post that flyer
I posted
at Guitar Centers?
At Guitar Centers.
Because I swear I saw it.
Community colleges, like anywhere I could.
I swear I saw it.
I would go to like schools of music just to be like, I know I already posted a flyer, but do you guys know anywhere else I could post this flyer? No. And a lot of people responded. A lot of people were not great. I did get a lot of boomers.
Outside of me,
I thought it was a boomer.
did anyone else like from that flyer stick or no?
Well, no, because you're
Yeah,
looking at
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up. But the only thing was my friend Juan, but he wanted to do more of an indie pop thing, so that didn't really work out.
The one that just dropped the album. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his
shout out,
album,
shout out, shout
that
out.
album, which he showed me the demos for, but I was like, nah.
Dude.
Now I listen to it, I'm like, oh wow, this is really good.
Low-key, yeah, I was like, this could be something, and then it was something.
It was. So shouts out to him.
Shout out, Juan.
Stage name Ivan Andrews.
Ivan Andrews. There we
Yes,
go.
there we go.
Yeah.
And yeah, he showed up, and he was the only one who's like, first of all, knew how to play his instrument well, and second of all, had songs written. So like in that very first meeting, I'm like, you're part of the band.
And then we struggled to see what the fuck happened after.
Yeah, because then afterwards we had not so great drummers.
Yeah.
We had a keyboard player. We dropped.
Man, I brought in like a coworker, and
Oh,
this
that.
dude,
Yeah,
he was
okay, yeah.
called Chad, and I just off. Yeah,
Chad.
literally.
Yeah.
But at work, just mentioning music stuff. He's like, "Oh, like, can I come in and play?" I'm like, "Sure. What do you play?" "Oh, I play bass and drums." Because I had literally mentioned 10 seconds ago, "Oh, and so we're looking for bass and drums." And I'm like, "Sure, come over." So, just
I learned in the past 10 seconds.
Yeah.
To play bass and drums.
so
You wouldn't believe it.
I'm just like picture like
Bruh.
we sit him down with like Lewis's space, and he has this strap on top of the strings.
Oh my
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
I'm not kidding
Oh
you.
my god, I even know that.
And I, you know, and it's just like moving with one finger up and down, and I'm just like, okay, I guess.
Okay, maybe bass is not the strong
Maybe,
suit.
yeah.
Let's get into the drums. And he does this thing. He does.
Yeah, no,
He couldn't get to.
Jeff
yeah,
had his first lesson.
I don't think.
I gave him his first lesson. I was there.
On the way, he was watching YouTube on how to play.
I think
Oh
so.
my god.
Yeah,
Seriously?
Had to be.
Did you still have to work with him after that?
Oh yeah, he was the worst coworker ever. And I'm just like,
Shout out.
shout out to Chad.
Shout out to Chad, you're the worst.
Rip both.
Oh man.
But
Good
yeah.
work,
But at the time when had just started, you know, we didn't know where it was gonna go, like to be. But Lewis had all these songs written down, and it was like, oh, I want us to work on this, and then we'll see. So I was on bass, and then you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
met Pierre. I'd like to tell this because it's funny.
This is really funny.
So I met him because I was playing. At the time, I was playing in as a bassist in this band called Dark Hearts. We did a show at Space Mountain.
Rip Dark
Dark Hearts.
I miss them.
Yeah. He was playing with my favorite band from the local scene. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say right now.
No, I miss Dark Hearts a lot.
Yeah.
But then we were playing, and at the time there was this fantastic band, Palomita Blonde. They're still around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
This was when they had their first drummer,
Like the old
Jake, who's a beast. And I saw him play live, and I was like, I need to talk to him, but I was really nervous. My friend gave me the excellent advice of like, dude, just drink some, and you know the anxiety will go. I went up to him.
Yeah.
I went to him a little bit too liquid up, and tried to like talk to him about classic rock and like experimental rock, and of course he's not with it at all. But every few seconds, this guy from
Yeah, because like we're literally it's a parking lot.
Yeah, it's a parking lot. And I'm talking to this dude, and he's like seated in the back of he's seated in the back of like a car.
Yeah, I was like next to my car because.
And then he was
I'm not
sitting
gonna
in the
lie,
front
I was
seat.
getting super faded for that. Like it was a local show, I didn't have to play. I was there for the bands, I'm like ripping my shit in the back of my seat, and I hear King Crimson, and I'm like, I like King Crimson.
Were you were taking pictures at the time?
Yes, yeah. This is when I was doing photography for bands.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. So, like, I was, like, hearing him list off these, like, bands that, like, nobody I know, like, either listens to or cares about. And I'm like, yo, what? And then, like, after a little bit, he's like, yo, we should jam. And then I'm like, yeah, we should.
No. So I was, after a while, I was like, move aside, Jake. I didn't time to do it.
Just like that. So funny. Yeah, and from there, he was like, yo, listen, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot my equipment in my dad's car. Can you get it for me?
Yes. He was in Homestead. I live in Plantation.
Right, that's quite a drive.
That's quite a drive. But my dad decided to drive to Miami with all the equipment left in the car.
Yep.
Like he just drove out. Like I went outside. I'm like, better set up because Pierre's coming for the first time today. What need to be like? No car. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Dad, where are you? Oh, I'm like 40 minutes south. What's up?
Oh my.
And then I called Pierre, and I took the biggest gamble of like, let's hope this guy doesn't take any of my stuff. Yeah, because my dad on the phone, because I explained to him the situation, he's like, you know this guy?
You trust that?
You know I was like,
damn.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
totally.
You trust him with all of your equipment?
Damn.
Yo, that was the biggest gamble. Biggest gamble. If I was someone else, bro, you'd have no drums. You'd have no guitar. You'd have no amp. Like,
exactly,
bro.
But
I don't know what it was done.
On the way to his house, I was like, I could just bust a U-turn right now. No one would know. I could block him. It's all good, you know, whatever.
You know, there's another timeline where that happened.
Dude, that's awful.
That we're still chilling with all the dudes in the house.
That timeline would have made me a super great, bro. For sure. Okay, so we three, and then we had a drummer. Well, we had a series of drummers who were not great.
Yeah, 5 drummers.
Yeah, like we had one song that he wrote called Colada.
Well, that one.
That's the hazing. That's the hazing ritual.
Yeah, so it's an 11/8. And the way you think of it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Right? But we it would be a song we show drummers. Like you have to.
No.
Oh yeah, I can't even do it right. This is why I'm not the drummer. But so we would constantly just get through the songs, and it would be like, oh, these are kind of hard, but like I can get through it, and then be like, oh, perfect, you're ready for Colada. We showed him Colada. Next week they have quit.
Oh yeah,
that was happening multiple times.
Yeah, dude, what's his name?
No, we had
It's not even that hard.
From Shred Dancing.
It's really not.
We had a drummer from Shred Dancing.
Yeah.
Hunter. Yeah.
That's his
it was literally like we showed him that song, and then the Saturday before Saturday night before we get to
literally the day before, he's like, "Yeah, I don't think this is."
Yeah, he's like, I'm not cut out for this. Yeah. So yeah.
We had another one, Eloy. He's a
sweetheart. Bless Eloy.
Shout out to
our boy.
He's the
Rhythmic Rituals on Instagram.
Yeah, literally. He's bless that man.
Bless that man. He's the metal drummer through and through, though.
Yeah.
Like he's like Gojira type, Mastodon type, like Lamb of God, like super heavy type. So he has his element that we just kind of weren't in, and like, he after a little bit, he got the vibe. He was like, "Listen, it's not like I get it. I'm gonna dip," and we were like, "Great."
No, literally,
we were to kick him out. Like,
he's so
nice. To break his heart.
He was so nice.
Yeah, no, like we had a group chat, and then we opened another group chat of us three. And it's like,
how are we gonna
do this?
What we're gonna do? Should we like buy him something like?
A parting gift, like
yeah. And then we just like
after the show,
he got. It's like, oh, let's talk. It's like, okay, and then he's like, hey, listen,
I get like,
and we're like, oh no,
no, I get it. Like, we were super like, it's okay, dude.
Yeah,
and to this day, we still talk. We still talk. Still chill.
Does he know? That's what you guys were trying to
I think it was kind of obvious.
We never asked
it was kind of obvious, like it was in the vibes. Like it was hanging in the air, like, damn, like they're not with it, and like I can tell that like I'm not in the element, it's just let's just be adults about it. After that though, what was it? We had jazz. That was an interesting era of drummer.
We had a drummer who would ask to be paid regardless of whether or not
like straight up. Even if no one showed up to the gig, bro.
Yeah, so and it is and it's not even like any substantial amount of money.
Right.
It'd be like
$20.
Yeah, but it was
but it's just enough to show that it's like I should get paid,
Right.
but you guys don't deserve to get paid.
Yeah.
And that sort of attitude. So we had fun kicking him out.
Oh yeah, that was the complete opposite. Shout out to Zach.
He really like taught us how to put our foot down because I could tell like there was because the problem with him specifically was that there was like a lot of like blame shifting. Like we would have like for example Colada, right? That song being in 11/8. When we showed him the song, he was like,
This
is too weird. We have to make it 3/4. And it's like, which, literally just means add half a beat so the song makes sense. Because the point of the song, the groove of it is you're trying to count one, like that, and you can't. It doesn't line up. Right, but it's still grooving somehow, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it's weird, But he's like, let's change that. And so we had to, like, shift some of the songs around. And let's kind of get into the points where, like, you can't be calling as many shots as you are with, like... this has to be a group thing.
If he was just gonna like give you shit for it,
type shit,
and and then it was just a whole thing that we just got the sense that
no meeting in the middle.
Yeah, no meeting in the middle.
Working out.
He was always calling either being late and then leaving early. It was just a whole thing that it's like
the validation.
We like
that's the show. So I first saw them playing at a show that my friend put together called Fella Day, and he was playing, the old drummer was playing, and I remember because they played first, and I was like, I liked them a lot. I was like, who's that first band? I was telling my friend, and I was like, I really like them, but I don't like the drummer. I feel like he doesn't fit with them. And so
but the thing is, we took a lot of shit from him because we were desperate for a drummer.
Right,
and he was not bad. He was good.
With bands we really wanted to impress.
But after we did the commitments, we just fired them. Right. And then it was like, I don't care. We're just gonna program the drums,
dude. The severance package was a high five.
Yeah.
He got no.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And then after that, we literally didn't give a shit about not having a drummer so bad that for a time, the fourth drummer was my computer. Like, we literally, I had a drummer. Bro, that's what I'm saying. So we had, I had this speaker, right? It was a gigantic speaker. It was like whatever. Normally, you see, a lot of people, with it in their backyards, blasting music or, using it as, a microphone or whatever. I was like, you know what? This shit cranks. I'm just going to plug my computer. I'm going to, write a shitty, drum beat in Logic or whatever. I thought it sounded fire at the time, but looking at it now, I'm just like, this is dog shit. Whatever, though. I just, program the drums, and then I'd bring the shit out to a show, and I plug it into the speaker, and that's it. That's the drums, and we're playing to the drum track. And it worked for a little bit. It was interesting in its own right, and something that I think we could definitely, not that exactly, because that is unsustainable and sounds like shit and I hate it, but something like that, we could explore that in the future of playing to electronic or programmed drum tracks and having whatever. But that's a very, I think,
if you do it,
cool
if you do it by choice, and not by necessity.
When y'all played with it, that one time after you kicked out Jazz, but I wasn't fully in the band yet, and then you played with the drum track. Dude, that was so bad, y'all. I'm sorry, but that was really bad.
It was bad. But we wanted to, do what we did. That's it. When you want to do something, you're just going to do it.
Right.
No bullshit about it.
Right.
Absolutely true.
But before David joined, with this lineup, we recorded the first album. And that was a whole thing.
The tally weekend.
Yeah, no. Pierre has his own setup, but it's making his door closet into a studio, but you can only fit so much there.
Right, yeah.
And we had a bunch of tempo changes, and also, full disclosure, we're not
we don't play to a click track?
Yeah, no, we're not professional grade. I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
We're not. I'm not that proficient.
Yeah, so we can't just go in there and pump it out unless we all hear each other.
Right.
So what we did is that we found through Pierre, I think, this dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to.
Shout out. No.
No.
No shout out because he tried to get credit for producing the album.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, there was some sneak shit that he
So he should remain unnamed.
He will remain unnamed because he believes that he is in the right over the situation, which I don't agree with. It's never okay to hold someone's intellectual property as hostage for a fucking means to an end that you want. Whatever fucking you want to justify it with, never okay. If you're holding someone's shit proper, if you're holding someone's shit hostage, fuck you, okay? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's not right, bro. Like, if you want to work, like, with people, you have to be straight up. You gotta be like, yo, listen, like, I'm gonna give you your shit, but, like, we should talk.
Right.
You know? Like, not, like, I'll give you your shit after we talk. No. You know? Like, like...
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of like weird, like gray area shit that would happen like leading up to that. And one of the things was literally like, yo, like I know this guy and he has a studio. Shout out Cat Family. That's where we recorded it. Yeah. Shout out Cat Family. So, he's like, yo, I know this guy and I can use his studio for free because like I work with him and blah, 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 blah.
But only this one weekend.
Yeah. Because, you know, that was temporary, it seemed. So, like, we go up there, and I'm, like, before we go up there, right, the way that it was set up, they go up there on Friday, I go up there on a Thursday, right, so that I can, like, assess the situation and all that shit, right? And I'm like, yo, so...
When you go up there to Tallahassee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yeah. So, I had rented an Airbnb on my own outside of that whole thing, and... So I go to the space and I'm like, okay, this is the drum area. We're going to set up here. All right. Do we have this? Do we have this? Do we have this? Do we have this? He said yes to everything. We had half of it, if anything.
So before heading out, I had a bag of headphones. Okay. Because I've been upgrading over the past 8 years and I keep them. And so I was like, They said they had it. That was. I wish I would have brought everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And so
to this day,
we go to the house where the dude is staying because we just crashed in his couch.
Right.
Up in Tallahassee, and I asked him. We are on Lewis's dad van with all of our instruments, and he's like, "Hey, I can park here, right?" This dude is faded out of his mind. Yeah, leave it there. Point.
Yeah. Tell him how you knew.
So I had purchased a box of hot wings from Publix. Shout out to Publix.
Bro.
And I was like, man, there's no trash anywhere. And I don't always litter for the sake of the story. I littered.
Because it's contextual.
Yeah, and I put the box underneath the car.
Okay.
I just throw it in there. So I'll take care of this tomorrow, which I wasn't. But and then we go to sleep. We go to sleep.
I wake up super early because that's how I do. And I'm like, I'm ready. But I think I left something in the car. I open the door. I look up.
It's gone.
And so he's just
on the floor.
And he's like, I know for sure where I parked it. And I go, and it's literally just a box of wings on the floor. And I'm like, there was something on top of that.
Yeah. So long story short, van got towed.
With all the equipment, everything else?
Yes. Because it was super dark, so I couldn't see the sign. That's what I asked the dude, and there was a sign there, tow out zone.
Yeah, it's literally on top of where we parked.
So thank God we woke up like super early.
Real shit.
Because we were planning on pulling a Beatles and just recording everything like in one day.
Yes.
And so we were super early, and I'm like, I guess the first 2 hours is this shit.
Yep.
So.
And how much did that cost you to get that?
It cost me. It's come at $200. Oh my God. I was the only one that had like the cash at hand, so I had to.
What time did they tow it? Like how far?
Dude, it had to have been in the middle.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Literally, you got there at like 2 a.m. or something.
That dude called a tow the minute I left.
No, assholes
as soon as he saw you littering, he called.
Yeah, hey, real. Yeah. I would have too.
But we go there and we have no monitors. There's no monitors.
Yeah.
No way to. We had 2 pairs of headphones. One for the drummers which was in another separate room.
Yeah, no,
and
like,
then
imagine, like, the room is, like, right here, and then there's a wall separating it, so you can't, you can't even see into the window. Right. Like, we had to, bro.
And then we had, like, a platform, and then one other headphone. I was like, well, who's doing it? And then Pierre put it on, because, you know, we had somebody who needed to, like, you know, wasn't, like, doing stuff. He was always doing stuff on time with the beat, so he makes sense to, like, keep the beat with us. So the first album was made literally blood, like tears and sweat.
For real?
Like,
this guy marched out the temple.
Yeah, no, he was like, yeah, he had, here, real quick, he had, like, the bass, I know, and the headphones, and we were watching him, he was just like,
no, seriously, because you could faintly hear the drums, but, like, the guitar amps are so loud that you had to really focus on hearing the drums, but if you do that, then you lose track of your part, so they just had to be tapped into their part, and they're like, they know what, like, based off of me, where they are at, so I'm like, fuck, I have to be paying attention to the drummer, and at the same time letting them know what the cues are, and at the same time keeping the tempo, making sure that everything, it was literally
and doing it like that, we recorded the first EP and the first album. I would say 85% of the takes are from that 2 days.
Yes. Yeah, 2 days. Yeah.
We did some overdubs.
The last minute.
When there were parts, because there were parts where, like, the drums, like, stop or we slow down or whatever, and there was no way we could have done that right. without hearing each other.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
So we had to, like, do some retakes and whatever. But I'm like, you know, it is what it is, but we pulled it through.
Pulled it.
Exactly,
Pulled it off.
Such a good story.
And then dude, that's when I started working at FedEx too. So literally, like, when we finished, like, dude, we finished recording the album basically at like 9 p.m. On Sunday night. I had to clock in at like 3 a.m. Literally down here. So I literally
Wait a second. How did you pull that off?
He does a thing where he's like, I'm gonna reschedule my sleep from this week for like a couple days later on.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take one for the team. Take one for the team, you know? So, literally I went from Tallahassee straight down to just clock in and learn how to fucking...
Was that your first day of work?
First day.
Oh my god.
First day on the job. I was wearing my Dare shirt. I had these jeans on, bro. Like, I remember, I was like, I'm really out here just doing this shit. Like, I'm clocked in after I just finished recording a motherfucking album. I feel like I could fucking flip the world right now. And no one can stop me. Yeah, bro. No one can fuck with me. I marched it out, bro. You can't say that. Like, you can't say that you did that.
I didn't know it was such an ordeal to see.
No idea, bro. Dude, it was lit, and the only reason why we didn't take a little bit longer recording is because the next band had come in.
Right.
We had booked the whole weekend, and so the band, like, a band came in at 9, and they just basically started setting up, and we're like, okay, I guess we're done.
Well, thank God for your job.
Yeah, right. Fun.
It had to be done.
Because, jeez, bro.
No, and we didn't have a flash drive for the stems.
Oh, no.
So like, Pierre was like, I'll just upload it. And I'm like, those are what waves?
Those are waves. These are like, each like,
and he's
for
like,
reference, one sound file for like the bass alone on a regular track is like 500 megabytes.
Yeah. So I'm like, bro, there's no way you're just gonna. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll put it. And then you see the bar of like uploading. It says like 40 minutes, but then it keeps growing, and then it goes to like 27 hours.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought I could like upload basically an hour and 35 minutes of
times like 6. No, times like 10, because we had all the different drum tracks.
Mm-hmm.
All the different takes and shit. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot that we had to... It was literally like by the skin of our teeth. Like one thing went wrong and we would have no...
Little things that if I would have been like, I should have just like got a flash drive or something. But honestly, he's good for the story.
It was better. It's a better story.
That's a great story.
The fact that we pulled it off.
It really is a great story.
Going from that story to how we got to David was because we actually so, you know, shows stopped happening. We were feeling a little stagnant. We're like, you know what? We're going to invite some people. We're going to jam out. We're going to invite some other musicians that we know.
Uh-huh.
And it was a pretty good jam. It was really fun. And now we do that every once in a while. But the first time that David came through, he came through, and then during the practice, I was like, every single person I think in the band was like, "Hey man, can I talk to you afterwards? It's just like something important, right?" And everyone did that on their own. And then once everyone left, and the band was like, "Okay, well, what do we need to discuss? No, you go first. No, you go first. You go first. We should have David in the band."
Yeah, no, literally. No, literally.
No, it was
kind of like, I don't know, like we shouldn't like rush this. Like he's a good player, but like you never know. We kind of had jazz PTSD.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
No. It's like anything that's like that resembles like. The thing about jazz is that he's actually really good musician. So anything that resembles a really good musician, we're like,
I don't know.
No, that one.
Yeah, no. It was like
quality. I don't know about this.
I don't know. Me personally, when I jammed with him, I was like, yeah, we gotta bring him in. Like I was like, no.
I think that's what it is.
And then everyone else was just kind of like, yeah, maybe we'll play it by ear.
But it's also like,
no, he's in.
Do we vibe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even like, because it's like one thing that they're good and like play good with us, but it's like, do we vibe with them?
I trust my first impression.
We got to get someone who will not crack under the pressure of 2 heads in that studio. Like, we need someone that's going to be fine if that happens.
Oh, true, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean...
Are you going to be fine for the studio awards, bro?
Kind of nervy, guys. I'm nervous. But, yeah, I mean, to recollect, or I mean to recap on the past year.
Watch your head.
Yeah.
Boom. It has been like honestly before I jammed with you guys, like I was proficient at like 1 or 2 things on it, and then like
I don't believe that.
Yeah, for real.
no, like for real, just like 1 or 2 things that I could play, not like a piece, but like I don't know, just the shtick. But like this whole last year, I've been like working my ass off, like just trying to keep up with you guys.
It's funny you say that because damn.
No, for real. I feel like
now for the
you're gonna catch up with me. What the fuck is going on?
David, I'm now reverting back. Now I'm asking you, hey man, what you practicing? Wait.
No, literally.
For real. Yeah.
That's some Billboard for shit. Yeah, that's actually really good.
scales and standards, I guess.
Yeah.
That's it.
How'd you guys come up with your name? What's it mean?
So the solo project was at first Polyrhythmic Heart. And I was like, that's fine. But let me change it. But then I was like, okay, I actually want to integrate some of the Latin influences.
Okay.
So it became Corazón Polyrítmico. That's really hard to pronounce. So that
Terrible.
So from that, there's this Argentine artist called Luis Alberto Spinetta, and one of the big influences for me when doing the acoustic the solo acoustic thing was his acoustic project Corazón Rabioso.
Okay.
So from there it came Corazón Rabioso, which I feel fits me really well. And the polyrhythmic heart thing came from because I have I had open heart surgery.
Did you really?
Yeah, like 3 times.
Yeah, no big deal.
No
big deal. I just had open heart surgery.
Anyway.
Yeah, going in for the fourth.
Going to our fourth tomorrow.
Any day now.
Any day now.
I got the beat.
But because of that my heart is by definition polyrhythmic.
Okay, I'm gonna cry. So
Don't.
probably move on.
Don't
mascara on.
No, well, from there, once it moves to Corazón Rabioso, I've always interpreted it as not only like sickly heart, because Rabioso would mean rabid,
Right.
right? And in Spanish, but it's in Spanish it has this tinge
Spanish
of
motherfuckers are super about their double meanings and
like you say rabioso and it's also like
It's
unhinged.
Okay.
yeah,
You know?
or feisty, or just like unruly,
Sounds like English, you know?
or just crazy,
Okay.
like mad, and it has all of those components in Corazón. Not only is it my physical heart, but also my emotional heart.
Wow.
And a lot of the songs had to do with like the out of balance I felt logically and emotionally.
Right.
And a lot in my philosophy of like most, at least the art that truly means a lot to me, is making sense of like how do I make sense of like there's a part of me that's emotional and cannot get logic, and there's a part that's logical about me that can't emote.
Right.
You know, and how do I keep those in balance? And to this day, I feel like that's a really big theme that runs through all of our songs.
Right.
Is how do I, as a human being, deal with my emotions?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
Real.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sad boy season.
For real.
Sad boy season.
Like when we started, like Louis, like I mentioned, the name came from his own perspective, and the first batch of songs which became the first album was his whole concept that we like helped bring to life.
Right.
But as we grew in people and in ideas and wanted to do, I think it really as a mantra, as a thesis statement for the band, is really, you know, coming in terms with yourself in general.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you got stories for days, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, what's kind of crazy when I think about some of the themes as a band is that for me, the first album had a lot to do with one of my favorite words, which I found way after I made the album, called domicide.
Okay.
The idea of destruction of home.
Okay.
But modern domicide. So it's not like the stereotypical like an invading army came and destroyed my village, but more like my village kind of just up and left.
Yeah.
Bits by bits. My family have decided to move to a place that is not my ancestral home. To a place like South Florida, which is like filled of people whose ancestral home is not this. It's not the swamp. So there's a distinct lack of like home.
That is the swamp.
You know, and from there, so what's the reaction to that?
Right.
You got to form your own tribe.
Right.
And slowly I built my own tribe.
Right.
And now from making that album, like, oh, I can't feel at home anywhere. I feel at home here.
Yeah.
With these guys.
Right. Made your own home. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Aw.
Bro, don't make me kiss you.
He's gonna have us all crying. For real.
It's set up for this.
Bro, I wasn't ready
quit.
for this. I'm back to quit. Yeah, it's over. So tryouts for bassist and piano.
Oh shit. On the real, I think we've been through some shit.
Yeah.
And it's really, you know, outside of the music, is like, oh, this is like some of my best homies there ever been, and we're kind of stringing David along to get to that point soon enough.
I mean, I really do feel like at home musically with you guys, like just because like I guess like musical identity,
sussy in here.
but no, like musical identity, it's kind of like I guess something that I don't want to say like struggle with, like it's a big issue, but it's like something I never really felt at home with. I'm always like, oh yeah, I like this. I can't. It's just
it's
like
hard
I
to
don't
come into your own like.
It's just like I like this part of it. I only like this part of it. But you know, when you guys are doing it, it's like I really I clicked with it immediately. I was like, yeah.
Speaking of that, what do you guys describe your music as? Like, if nobody ever heard your music.
Bad.
Yeah. Stop recording.
No. I would say psychedelic for sure.
Yeah.
It's very psychedelic in the way that it like progressive as well. Progressive psychedelic music.
And Latin.
Probably Latin influence, lo-fi influence. It's a lot of shit. We call the genre Space Coast actually.
Yeah.
Like because it's so like even Louis telling me like, yo, this dude came to me after the show and he's like, you guys have really good noise, jazz.
I don't know genres.
Psychedelic. What is shoegaze? And we're just like, fuck it. We're just gonna call it our own thing because it's. I mean, it can be depending on what set you catch.
Right.
Hard to pinpoint what we do. You know, like I show someone our debut single and he's like, oh, Santana, and I'm like, sure. And then and then I show someone else some other shit and they're like, oh, like I don't know, like Who's a lo-fi motherfucker? I want to say Teen Suicide or something.
I don't know, but I definitely the end.
Or like Unknown Mortal Orchestra.
Unknown Mortal Orchestra is one.
Yeah, like that, like super homebrew, like DIY type shit. Whatever aesthetic we can get.
Yeah, right. And that's kind of liberating, honestly.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because you can do whatever.
Right.
Like we can just go and say, oh, the second EP is going to be acoustic, even though it's not acoustic at all.
It's not acoustic, but acoustic based.
Yeah.
Acoustic
in spirit. In spirit. Because we're running acoustic instruments through like electronic shit.
Right.
So it
definitely has a sound of its own.
By virtue of it being played through acoustic instruments. But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've suffered one too many times of like watching our heroes just kind of like box themselves in over a certain period of time. Oh, yeah. And it's just kind of like, fuck. Like,
shout out to AC/DC.
Shout out AC/DC. Dropped the same album 13 times. Bro, nah, they're cool.
Shouts out to Santana.
Shouts out Santana. Dropped the same song twice. Smooth and also
Corazón Rabioso. Yeah. Bro, it's in the same album. It's only for different markets. It's crazy. You know that? You know Smooth by Santana.
Yes.
That's huge here. In South America, they don't know it. But they have Corazón Espinado, which is literally Smooth in Spanish. But it's not the same song. It's the same vibe.
The same,
I gotcha.
It serves the same purpose. Right. You know that Smooth has like a feature with some dude.
Rob Thomas of Flashback 20.
I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the whole reason I know it. Exactly. That's so big over here.
In Corazón Espinado has Maná, which is one of the biggest Mexican like artists
of all time.
And it's just let me it's literally like they put Santana in a room and then fucking executives came,
especially with the biggest artists in each respective country.
And you're just gonna do the same chorus and
the same song twice.
Did you
It's not. It worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people here don't know about that and people there don't know about that. So it's like, fuck it. Like, whatever. I'm going to do that.
Shout out to Santana.
Shout out to Santana.
Doing acid in Woodstock.
Smart guy.
Doing acid in Woodstock.
Yeah, bro.
It really made a lot of things happen. But yeah, no, I think that like just seeing a lot of just shit like that, like cookie cutter stuff come out, like, not to like try and put us on a pedestal, but like I think it's, goes without saying that like even like local bands, like you'd see like how they play and you're just kind of like, like I don't know, like there's not like you're not like tapping in creatively, right? Like, and I feel like just being able to just say fuck it, like who cares what what we write or what as long as we like it,
exactly.
Whatever, bro.
I think there is an element of not really like you said, we're the shit, but it's are we being the best that we can be when we're making this particular song, this particular music, and you can see all the bands that maybe they're bigger, maybe they get more shows or they're doing stuff faster, but they're chances are some of them don't like what they're doing as much.
Yeah, and you don't have to have the best sound, the best lyrics, anything. Like it's all about entertaining, and if you're entertaining the people, they're gonna come back for more. That's just the way I feel. Like there's some of my favorite musicians. Like if I just listen to them, they're like so mediocre.
Good choice.
But then you add their entertainment into it, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, you get it.
No, and then we get. I think I can count with my hands like our fans. But it is like, yo, I listen to the album. I check it out every couple of months. Like, and it's just like it could have been two people. It could have been one person.
But it's you being real and true to yourselves as to what you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So,
but
that's all that matters.
It's more like I know that we make wacky shit, but the people that it connects with,
they really like it.
They really like it.
But it sounds good. That's the thing. It's like you said, you could be just like all the others that, obviously you guys play instruments. You could be that way.
Yeah.
You're staying true to yourselves. And like the people that get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought there's a direct correlation with how accessible an art is. And how personally tied, and that like an inverse correlation with how accessible it is with how personally tied you can be. Like, could you listen to like, a song like Yesterday by the Beatles, right?
Yeah.
Which is like huge and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And then be like, that's my song.
Right.
I personally feel it. Like that's weird, but because it doesn't take. It's not. Oh, when I listen to this song, there's a specific type of person that would relate to it. No, everyone can relate to Yesterday, and therefore I don't feel like anyone in specific is gravitated towards it, is attached to it really well.
Right.
But then you have a song like some folk song that no one knows from your local town, and you're like, but I'm tied to that song.
Right.
I feel a personal tie to that song. And I think a lot of what we do of like being wacky is the people who like it, they're really gonna like it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna filter out everyone else.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
No,
They only have to choose between one band with you guys. You're not up against the 35 others because you have your own sound.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Over time, people will feel it.
Yeah, they will. And they'll come to your shows because it's you. It's not because it's like,
Exactly.
there's a couple cool bands there.
Yeah. Then it's like, I'd rather like be home listening to this other band.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you guys do a lot of shows or?
We try to. We try to do. Okay, we don't try to do a lot of shows. We try to like have enough shows so that people don't think like, damn, are they like still a thing anymore?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
But also like not like going too crazy because like we kind of like want to be able to have our own personal time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for the music.
Also, like we're kind of in the middle of getting out the next project.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're kind of like battling between like, oh, should we do a show?
Should-
yeah.
next month?
Yeah.
Because we literally have like one day a week
Yeah.
to meet together.
Yeah.
And so we
Yeah.
have to.
Well, you live on the other end of the earth.
Literally,
And
yeah.
it got better. I used to live in West Palm.
Yeah.
An hour for him.
Like,
And we'd meet up in the middle, only for Jazz to show up 2 hours.
literally.
And he lives like 10 minutes from my
Showed up
house.
for the $20.
Yeah.
like let me
left.
let me tell you, and don't do this.
I will.
But
I'm gonna do
okay,
it.
yeah, you're gonna do it. But when we were doing the overdubs after we recorded in Tallahassee, it was a thing of like I'm going from West Palm to Homestead, and then driving back, and it's like 3 a.m.
Right.
and I have fallen asleep on the wheel
Yeah.
like 3 times.
Oh yeah. I've been there.
And it's always the same turn before my exit.
It's always like right before you're
And
like
you're just, like,
about
your body
home free.
feels it.
You're
Oh,
almost
I'm
home
there.
free. You're like, I'm basically home.
I'm basically
Oh, that's my exit.
cuts to heaven. Oh,
That was quick.
oh.
Yeah, it's difficult trying to coordinate, but yeah, because of that, it's like.
Would you guys all practice now when you do get together?
Liz's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
The OG spot.
Yeah.
The OG.
Yeah, because it's still in the center. It's got enough space for the drum set,
Yeah.
and it's got
He's the only one that
AC
has a
units.
garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is disposable.
So
Yeah.
I think it comes in waves. Sometimes we're playing like 3 shows a week,
Right.
for like a period of like a month and a half or something,
Right.
and then we don't play for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So we gotta like remind people, hey, by the way, we're here.
Yeah,
but
stay active on your social media, and that'll remind them. that
Yeah.
you're still alive.
but mainly, we are in a mood in which unless it's like, oh, we couldn't pass this opportunity, then we're at this point declining shows because we're trying to get new music out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right.
at least we're not slacking.
No.
What's the time frame on your new stuff? Do you have a time frame yet, or?
We have,
April.
we have a tentative time frame for
Yeah.
April.
Okay.
420.
Yeah.
420. 420. Write it down.
I don't think they'll forget it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Hey, when as soon as the clock strikes midnight, you hop on Spotify and you pack that. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
That's all I'm saying.
We're kind of doing the same move that we did a couple of years ago. Of we had the EP,
Okay.
and then the EP has like stuff from future projects. Then we do the album. Now we're doing another EP.
Right.
The EP is actually one song from the album, but done completely different.
Okay.
And then we have like a couple of songs that might make it into the. It's
Right.
it's all like
It's like
preview.
the testing ground.
Right.
Yeah, preview or just do weird stuff.
Right.
And yeah, like in terms of the album, I just hope it doesn't take forever.
Yeah. Development help.
420. No, the album's not coming.
No. That's you know, the EP we actually released in 420.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
420. It's
a tradition, right?
It's a tradition. Yeah. You know, what else are you gonna do on that day?
It's Earth Day Eve, right?
Yeah, it's pre-gaming Earth Day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Post-game.
Or you could do it on Bicycle Day.
When is that?
It's like the acid
That's
day.
fun.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the day acid was discovered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bicycle day.
That's what they call it.
Because, yeah, homeboy was on the bicycle and he was like, "What the fuck is going?" Yeah.
So, who do you guys feel is your biggest musical inspiration?
I think that very widely
David
varies.
Bowie.
David
Oh, yeah.
We can go out the line on this one.
Oh well, I
We
mean,
got Pink Floyd.
yeah, I got King Crimson.
I got King Crimson.
You
Fine.
can David Bowie, right?
Did you show it? Yeah. Hold on. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Y'all got on the
you
floor.
see it? I got it.
But I
Did
think
you get one too?
No.
You get what?
No.
No, Erica. No.
Oh no.
No, I don't have any like album cover tattoos. That's them.
Okay.
Yeah, we're lame. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it really varies between like each person, and that really shows on like what happens.
Yep.
Because I'll be listening to like Venezuelan reggae and stuff, and
Okay.
you know, reggaeton. Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to reggaeton. But then there's like I would say there's like 30% overlap that we all listen to,
Right.
and then everything else is just super different.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, we even like have a group chat that's dedicated to
Yeah.
like we shout out
Shout out to
music group chat. Shout out music group chat. It's literally like, yo, I found this kooky album. Like, what is it? The Sin System Mouth, that Filipino singer that I said.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I found this Filipino guy, and I was like, yo, y'all might like this guy. Check it out. And it's just literally whatever.
Yeah, then we got a friend of ours who's sending us different cumbia bands every single day.
Dude, that dropped the same day.
Yeah.
What, Ryan?
No, Ryan and also Josh.
Because I know
Yeah.
Ryan loves cumbia. Shout out Ryan.
Shout out Ryan. Shout out Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this group chat, we've discovered there's a playlist which contains all the songs added to Spotify within a week.
Okay.
That's updated every Friday.
Okay.
All of the songs.
Oh really? It's old.
Like every
Single song.
Every single song. And of course we don't go through it because
Right,
I'd be
right.
lunacy.
You'd be.
But we do hit shuffle. I personally go on it, hit shuffle, and see what I can
Wait.
find.
But then we got a homie by the name of Josh that I don't know where he has the time or the willpower.
Yeah.
And he made his own playlist of like, oh, these are cool things that dropped today here. And I'm just like, bro.
Why is this playlist 5 hours? Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
So a big thing for us is I think the overlap would be like artists that are constantly being like I completely reject the idea of genres.
Okay.
I completely reject the idea of staying to one style, and I completely reject listening to a few artists. Like
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like the artists that we look up to are very much ones that like I'm constantly listening to music. I'm constantly trying to get my hands on stuff.
Right.
You know, like guys like David Bowie, like he would go to like music stores, literally pick out anything that he could not recognize,
Right.
and try it out in the car, and that's how he spent his tour. You know, and he'd listen to stuff, take notes, and he's like, "Okay, I've listened to that once. I'm never listening to that again." You know, and just go through everything, and
Right.
no one can bring up a band that he doesn't know.
Right.
I feel like that's our goal.
That's cool though.
Yeah, to
That's
get prolific.
interesting. I never thought about doing that, but
Prolific
that's
shit.
something I would like to do too.
I mean,
I
we-
love listening to
Like,
all different music.
Great thinking is fun.
Yeah.
Go to a store and just if you see an album and you're like, I don't know this cover, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
literally,
chances are-
I've
That's how you
accidentally
find
found
cool
some
stuff.
MF Doom samples like that. Like I'd find a record and I'd be like, oh, this is cool. I could sample this because I like to make beats sometimes, and I'm like, I could sample this, and then I literally hear like the one beer chop or some shit, and it's just like, fuck, like
What was one
it's
beer?
great. One beer.
was it?
There's only one beer left.
I'm trying to think of the sample. I think I know it. I don't know.
Well, off the top of my head, I
never mind.
forget. But you know, like I found like an actual like sample before that way, and like you don't really get that experience like naturally unless you're looking. That's what it is, Cortex. Yeah, 1971. Yeah. You don't really like. You can get it through a playlist, but something about like just literally picking up something that you don't even know what the fuck it is, and then just it's something that I think that it formed like how we write our music as well. Like a lot of
what is the process of your writing?
Here's a cool idea.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, it's a combination because there are songs that come about. They're either let's do a groove and jam for an hour, and then from that hour we're like, that was cool. That's a cool 1 minute that we can take out of the hour. Or sometimes we will have a composition. We say, have this song written out. Most of there's a song that he brings is like we have this chord progression and lyrics, and the structure is 90% of the way there, and he just throws it at us, and then we just go part by part, piecing it together, seeing what accompaniments are the best.
Right.
Or sometimes we have like all the parts written out. There's a couple of songs that I wrote down in MIDI. And it's just a software for like learning guitar, and I wrote it out and I sent it to y'all, and I like printed the tabs here, and it's like it's like, well, I have this in my head, let's try it out. We play it, and then I would say like 70% of it stayed there, but then there are a bunch of things here and there that's like, it's better if we do this, better if we do that, and it's I think it's different ways of like somebody has an idea and then brings it into the table, and then whatever happens.
Okay.
Very, very
freeform.
Very freeform. Very throwing darts at a board.
Well, it doesn't matter because the Spanish ones apparently don't make any sense.
No, so fuck them. Exactly.
They do sometimes.
Sometimes it means something.
No, like if I've lived with you, like sometimes I have like a song that I actually like. I pour my heart into it, and then there are other ones that are complete bullshit. And I will not tell you which one is which.
But I will find
So the local scene. Do you guys have any favorite local bands that you like to get out and check out, or other than telling
Corazón Rabioso.
There's one current one, and two that are just break my heart. Do Not Air.
Do Not Air.
Shout out to Do Not Air.
We're gonna be here March 4th.
What? Yo,
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I've been hearing some crazy good stuff about them.
Yeah.
My daughter went to see them.
with it.
And
They're
she was
with
like,
it.
they're raw. I love music.
Yeah.
They're goated.
It's like, what if Masvolta didn't give up?
No,
Yeah, for
three
real.
dudes and like it was weirder somehow. They are weirder than Mars Volta. Like,
Yeah, bro, like, they are, like,
kookier in the band.
Currently, of like bands that I've gone and seen, they're my favorite. They're legit my
I've
favorite.
heard amazing things
Like,
about them.
Some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there's Bloom Dream. They're fire too. Shout out to Bloom Dream.
Yeah.
There's
Check out their unplugged set.
yes,
That was fire.
Oh yeah.
and then there's a band that I don't even know if they are together or not, but it's Ghost Flower.
Ghost Flower.
And that is the reason that I like we have to like tell people that we're here, and we have to like play every once in a while.
Right.
But like Ghost Flower is my favorite show that I've seen from a local band, and then their social media is dead, and they've been in a work in progress album for like 3 years.
Oh wow.
And
a long time.
No, it's been way, dude.
Like
It's
Been
5.
longer.
They've been working on that album since before I was in the prog band that led to this band.
No,
They have been at it for 4 or 5 years. Unlike Hobby,
So
I've
sad.
given up hope.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing.
So it's heartbreaking because there's a balance between perfectionism
Right.
and realism, like being real.
Yeah.
And you could be the next, I don't know,
George Michael.
Yeah, you could be the next Kevin Parker or whatever.
Yo, yeah.
Chances are you're not the next Kevin Parker. meaning just
Do your own thing.
Do your own thing, and don't let it die down.
Right, exactly.
Because you cannot like let your prime years of like playing shows and being out on the scene and being busy, just doing this album and nothing else.
Yeah.
You're gonna burn out on that.
You're gonna get burned out
for real.
And there's so many bands
that the amount of time it took for us to make the album.
Yeah,
kind of like getting.
That really did get to me.
That was like, and it didn't even like. I think the album for us, it took like 3 years to like really not to finish completely.
To go from me writing the songs to me finish.
Because when I joined, that's when we actually started recording and stuff.
Yeah. So and basically when she joined, that was like a year before we made the album for real.
Yeah,
so like, you know, even thinking about that taking that long, I don't know. I just like remember like reading about Stevie Wonder, like in his golden years when he dropped like what is it? Like Fulfilling This First Finale and like Intervisions and like that whole run of like his golden albums, he made that shit and dropped it in 6 months.
Yeah.
Like he would like be touring on an album and record and write the second album he's gonna tour on when he's done. And by the time he's done with the tour, he dropped that other album and it's you know, so I read about that and I'm like, fuck, like that's like such a level of putting out creativity.
And then you have like you know,
it's also like we don't have like the the means.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder can literally just
that's
shit
very
all day.
true. You know,
and write the best song you've ever heard. Yeah, he can do that.
and then there's, you know, I don't know, Radiohead that takes 6 years to release an album. But you know, they put in the work. They can disappear for a decade and then come back.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're like a local scene band and you haven't made it still, but you're obviously really good and you're working on a thing, you kind of need to bite the bullet and just release your stuff as it is, and then see.
Well, while we're still here, I'd like to shout out Pan.
Shout out Pan.
Pans.
Shout out Pan.
Pans is a fantastically tight band, but in order to achieve that balance of like, okay, I want a really perfect product, but I want to be releasing all the time. What I've talked to them. Their plan is to release 4-song EPs until the foreseeable future. And make those 4-song EPs conceptually tight, really well produced, and with the goal of releasing them every 6 months.
Okay.
You know? And I thought that was brilliant.
Bite-sized.
You know? Exactly. And especially because what they do is like really big and orchestral, and I'm like, yep, if they were to make another concept album like they did last time, even if it's only 30 minutes, it takes them, you know, a year or two.
Right.
So for them to keep on staying relevant, I thought that was a perfect move on their end. Shouts out, they're an incredible show. Shouts out to Moongazer.
Yes.
They're an incredible show.
They're amazing.
Yeah. Shout out Zeta.
Shout out Zeta, bro.
Zeta was in the local, in the national scene in Venezuela, like 15 years ago. And they were like a big band in the underground scene.
Okay.
Then they moved into Florida, and they've been like touring all over the place.
Really?
Yeah.
No, yeah, they really put in they are one of the like few bands that I remember like. Oh my God! Shouts out Makoto.
Yes.
No, they're not local anymore. They're in North Carolina.
They're South Carolina. They don't count.
What? They were in Florida, so I count them emotionally. But they're like Makoto and Zeta were like two bands that I remember seeing live like once or twice, but both times I was like, God damn! Like,
No. Zeta, seeing them in like a local show, you're like, you're not gonna be here for long. It's that type of feeling.
Yeah, they're gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have they do hardcore.
Okay.
But they add salsa elements.
Okay.
And they will literally drop their instruments except for the basses and all go on like separate drum like equipment and have like a full like I don't that is the loudest show you can see locally.
Right.
It is mind-blowing.
You saying that reminds me of the Cast Band. Did you ever see them live?
The Cast Band. I've heard of them.
So they were the Cast Band, but now it's like Josh Morales and the Cast. I think they are so insane. Like they're so good. Like I know they got engaged. I don't know what's going on with them right now, but I had my daughter looking into it because I would love to have them on too. They're so insane to watch live. Like they all jump on the drums together, and it's just they're so good. So good.
Yeah, hopefully one day we get to that level.
Yeah.
Like, I actually want to be able to not pick up our own, like, each other's instruments, but I'm not just like drop what we're doing.
Do that.
Yeah, we do that in practice.
Yeah.
But like, just to be able to just drop our instrument and just like be able to just
Yeah.
another
No, like
mechanism.
we've been trying here and there, like
with the drum loops and shit.
yeah, no, with a bunch of loops, and it's just like, okay, all we need to do is to either have like Erica on a click track, so that she can like play drums and stop, and we're all in time or whatever. But that like hopping off. Song began as a rock and roll song and as a electronic breakdown.
No.
Why not? We already have a song. We have Myopic. That's basically that.
Oh yeah, with
And
the
the
evil
album.
ending.
Yeah.
Evil ending. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no. Stuff like that is just so exciting to watch live. Like, it's crazy. Like, to me, it's crazy. It's like, oh my god, how are they doing that? Like, I can't walk and talk at the same time. I don't know how.
I just turned the pedals on. No, I feel you though. Sometimes, like, that's why I always like ask people after their shows, like, "What's your setup?" Like, straight up, what is your setup? What are you doing, bro? Because what you just did, I don't buy it.
And music people that spend $3,000 in their shit, they're gonna tell you.
No,
all
yeah,
about it.
that's why I asked. That's why I asked, because it's like, oh, well, I have this fucking deluxe ass super.
It's so funny, and it finally clicked. It's just like cars. Like, people have like their cars that they mod and stuff. And it's like, look at my pedal chain.
I have no idea about any of that electronic stuff. Like, I just play drums. I don't know about the pedals or none of that. Y'all are like.
Well, I feel that's it. That
What's
way
like,
No, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like other drummers will be talking about what equipment they got. I don't even know what drum set I have.
You're like, I got this kit from Andres.
Yeah.
That's it.
Shout out to him.
Shout out Andres. Yo.
Shout out to Don.
Shout out to Don.
Done.
Inch.
The Inch.
Do you guys have a favorite place when you do perform that you perform at? Like, what's your favorite type of venue?
Lewis's backyard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's
it's fun. It's fun, Lewis's backyard, but I think
House parties.
Yeah.
house parties are always fun. House parties are always fun.
Because it's so intimate and close.
Very,
and it's just
very,
so fun.
very.
It's a lot better than bars. That's
Yeah.
especially for what we do.
Yep.
Because bars, you're it's cool like when you have like a blues band or you're doing some maybe you're doing some folk, maybe you're doing some punk. But like you start doing noise loops, salsa, like
the minute you like you deviate.
Yeah, like you deviate from like anything that sounds like Zeppelin, and you're like everyone's just looking at you like, what's going on?
Yeah.
There's if there's like any poetry, you're gonna be like, what?
Just play the song.
Yeah, right. It's just gonna be that sort of attitude.
No, remember when we were played at that
Literally
one
the
bar,
dive bar.
and that guy was trying to
In the
like
back of
count
the
us off
bar.
or something?
There
What
was
was he
just some
saying?
dude at one show. It's like he was like 1, 2, 3, 4 every time.
Dude, over
Every
and over
time.
again. We were trying to tune. It was literally like we had like 10 seconds in between a song. Like, give us 5 seconds to just gather ourselves, and then drunk dude in the back of the bar. It's like,
And then the fight broke out. The Pierre had
the
to break
boomer
up the
fight.
boomer
Oh yes, bro. I was after the show. Like, I was out in the front of the bar. And like out of nowhere, I hear like a scuffle going down. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It was a
And I
boomer
look
brawl.
over, and there's 2 grown ass fucking 40-year-old dudes just whooping each other's asses. And I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And I run over and I try to like break them apart. And this one dude thinks that I'm a part of the fucking fight, so he puts me in a full Nelson.
Oh,
And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on, bro?" And after that, I was like, "I can't do this shit."
My sister always taught me no good deed goes unpunished.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, literally that. Like, bro,
No,
I
that's
can't.
so funny.
I can't with this.
I'm really blanking out on venues because a lot of them have closed down.
Yeah.
Shout out Intro 8.
Shout out Space Miami or what?
Space Mountain. Space Mountain. Yeah.
I love Space
I
Mountain.
haven't done a lot of shows with you guys. Only a
Yeah.
couple venues.
And the few shows you have done, the venues
The Fella Day venue was pretty
The
dope.
art
Oh,
gallery.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Broward. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
an art gallery.
Um,
There's an art gallery that's like around.
Yeah, it's called. It's right next to the abandoned pet rescue.
Yes.
And like that, they were raising funds
Yes.
for the pet
Abandoned
rescue.
Pets.
Right?
Yeah, and so we played
And that gallery, it's super spacious, super cool, nice outside area. Like stuff like basically anywhere that's a warehouse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like that.
That's everything.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Wasn't there somewhere
the corner? There's a corner warehouse in Miami.
But I never played there.
I want to play Las Rosas.
Las Rosas,
Lounge.
Las Rosas is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a couple things here. I think that like there needs to be like a little bit more incentive for community, because I think that a problem that obviously if you're opening a place you want it to be supported by people paying, but like I think that people think that there's a misconception that because the space is open that you're gonna get paid for it. So that's why I like the spots like Inchoate and like that art gallery and like the bar corner warehouse or whatever the fuck in Miami. Like it's literally just spots that people open because they just fuck with the vibe and they want people to just have a space. As opposed to like, hey man, you have like 30 minutes and like you can't go after that, you can't go past that, and like you need to like keep it clean, don't make it loud, like just like trying all this bullshit. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like Churchill's was a low key.
Churchill's, oh my god, that bathroom at Churchill's,
dude. That's
but the thing about Churchill's,
bring a Geiger counter and that shit, and it'll be going off.
I was talking with some guys in another podcast about Churchill's, and we are convinced that COVID started in Churchill's bathroom.
Yes, the toilet. Someone like accidentally, like I don't know, like
put the big in there,
wiped the wrong way, and it got on their finger, and it just went out into the world.
Churchill,
like a symbiote. Like
that bathroom has not been washed since like
never.
No, yeah.
I don't think I've ever even been to Churchill's. I just hear y'all talk. I just hear everyone talk about it.
It's
don't worry, you'll never be in there.
It's
okay. You know how like in bathrooms they got like red lights, so you don't see how like gross it is.
Yeah, all the punk bathrooms.
red lights.
No, they have red lights, and then it's still gross. You can still see like everything.
Yeah, it's just oh my god.
Yeah, I don't even buy the drinks.
So I don't. Yeah.
Not gonna lie. They're probably gonna
beer,
fucking find my Instagram and be like, dude, stop talking shit. But like, honestly, bro, like, you gotta learn how to run a business, bro. Like, honestly, even the cleanliness aside, bro, they're like some of their work ethics is just kind of like, bro, like I get that you want us to play, but like that doesn't mean that we're like some fucking circus monkey for you. Like just. Chill the fuck out. This is a punk venue. We're gonna go over. Yeah. You know that. We all know that. Like
people are playing shows in the Churchill parking lot now.
No, literally, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. Wow. Yeah, I saw that.
Shout out to
I don't know if this. I think
that he quit.
I think. Well, he got the cops called him.
But I think that because of that, he's just like...
He actually said he's doing... they found a new venue, so maybe there will be more...
So hopefully full-time...
things might be looking up.
Part-time motherfucker.
Part-time motherfucker back to full-time. Yeah. Yeah, Churchill's, I don't know, man. Places like that, that's kind of what I think about when I think about spots that's... Oh, we're open for the art or for the culture, but like now... Maybe back then when it was in the date of inception, but like now it's just like, bro, like you need to shut the fuck up and get off your high horse. Like seriously, like things come and go, bro.
Yeah,
this place is one of them.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's true.
Sorry, you know, one day we'll be gone and this place will be gone too. You know, you need this. I don't know. Sometimes I just like motherfuckers be making me a little too philosophical because it's like you don't have to be such a douchebag. Bro, like
that's really all it is.
You could just
you don't need to read Nietzsche to know that.
Yeah, bro. You don't have to read no fucking Carl Jung or whatever. Like
now I feel attacked.
All right, now you.
It took a lot of Nietzsche for me to figure out I could be a good person.
But yeah, I don't know. That just kind of gets me thinking about like how people use art as like a monetary means instead of like the actual.
Oh, while we're at that, our mortal enemy is K-pop.
K-pop,
the antithesis.
Oh yeah, no,
of everything we stand for artistically. Because
they're literally packaged. It's literally a package.
Yeah, and
the poor artists too. Like they go through like Beyonce doesn't know what the fuck.
No, you know, like some of them committed suicide because of how bad they're like. You can't eat this food. You have to you have to eat like cotton balls to stay skinny.
No, imagine like you know
not
how
okay.
Artists back then were micromanaged down to the image, like what they put.
They breed them for it.
That's
no, because you know how here. you have some celebrities, and it's getting to the point that
BTS, I can say
Ariana Grande will like go out and I don't know, like Nike's stuff, and then she'll like get a call from Nike. We didn't give her permission to. So stuff gets crazy here already. But imagine that. But then you take the whole human rights aspect out of it, and you get K-pop stars.
K-pop,
and what I think what I was also like the thing where I was saying is like music becomes personal and becomes least accessible. K-pop is literally made for masses.
Yeah.
There is no special message, even down to the point that the artists that are performing it don't even relate to it.
No, you're right.
You know,
you're absolutely right.
So
shout out to K-pop.
So at that point, it's it literally gets to the point. It's like, okay, I get this music. It might even be a really catchy tune. Is it art?
Right.
Does it even express emotion?
No.
What does it mean?
Exactly.
It means people will click on it and watch it.
It means they have crazy music videos, though.
They have crazy music videos.
They have crazy music videos.
Yeah, I see some.
But I think that's it. Is like everything is objectively on point.
It's just musical marvel, dog. They just have all the money in the world to throw.
The only real one is Psy.
Oppa Gangnam Style. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, bro. You feel me? Alright.
It's not that funny, bro.
Our greatest influence, really.
Dude, yeah. I used to listen to that shit in middle school all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody's
in my headphones, bro. Gangnam Style was on, bro. I used to like.
Man.
I've heard it's got some actual low-key.
Man.
Like I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't dug into it, but I heard it's got good.
No, it's actually crazy because like the lyrics from Gangnam Style in English is kind of like anti-K-pop. It is it's a little bit of a critic of it, but my favorite one is the merengue remix of Gangnam Style. God, it's just literally and he's just the best shit ever,
bro. The Cumbia Drake songs, Cumbia Drake. Yeah, I don't know, something about Latin remixes are the same as when motherfuckers make trap beats over.
They can be they can be the best or the worst. There's no in between, and I love it all. It's
Sometimes you don't need.
That's real art.
Sometimes you just need a song to be fun.
That's true.
True. That is true. Sure. Yeah. So I'm going to go through a couple of questions here that I have for a different segment I have of You Could Tell Mom Anything, but it's not creepy. It's not creepy. It's just like it gets
Here, stop it.
Bummer.
What do you feel is your spirit animal?
Albatross.
What is that? An animal?
That's a big ass bird, and it can sleep while being in flight.
Wait, what?
It's a big ass bird that has such a long wingspan that it can literally just chill and fall asleep.
I was just thinking of the fucking Fleetwood Mac song. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, that's
I didn't know it was an animal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used
Do
to
you wake up at the crack of dawn? Is that?
No, I just really like roosters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also used to raise chickens when I was younger.
Oh, did you? Okay.
With my grandma, and now I'm helping her raise chickens again.
I have pigeons.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is yours a pigeon? Or is it a ram?
I feel like my personal spirit animal is probably like any form of a cat.
Okay.
Like a big cat. I don't know. I always loved big cats. I feel like cats are very spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like your regular cat, like I think they can see into other dimensions and stuff. Like you ever seen a cat like freaking out, staring at something?
Yes,
it's like
right,
they're staring at like a freaking spirit or something. Like they can, they can see stuff that our eyes cannot see. And so I don't know, cats are cool.
Yeah, no, I
They're
agree
crazy
with that,
though.
I've seen cats do that too. So
no, they have.
Yeah.
It's just, no wonder the Egyptians worshipped cats, They're crazy.
They're crazy. That's why they worship them.
They're pretty crazy.
What you, David? I've been wondering this question myself.
For real.
Like an owl.
I see it.
They're esoteric.
I mean, I just had to give it thought, and I closed my eyes, and I'm like, well, okay. Whenever somebody has like a spiritual breakthrough in a movie, and it's always like,
like with Doctor Strange with the forehead.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, it's cool. For that one scene.
It's Doctor Strange in every movie.
Mine is a carkle cat.
The carkle cat.
The
catacle. Yeah. The flopper.
The cachecot.
Cachacaro.
Oh, yeah. What about you, man?
What about you, Louis?
I think I spiritually identify with the
the what? Ketamine?
No.
Is that what you said?
No, what's the capybara?
Capybara?
Capybara.
Yeah.
That is the chillest rodent there ever was.
It's the biggest.
It's like
of the rodent
It's like
family.
this big.
I think our collective.
They're like rat dogs.
Yeah,
So, like, they're chill like dogs.
Okay.
They're aquatic.
Aquatic.
And they get along with all animals from the looks of it. And from the looks of it, because you can't legally own one in the United States.
Okay.
It's either that or I'm just obsessed with whales at the moment.
Okay.
Our collective spirit animals as a band is a monkey.
Monkey.
A monkey.
Or
Monkey.
just a straight up like
Monkey.
ape.
Yes.
An orangutan.
Orangutan, yes.
With a red ass.
No, Pierre's a gorilla.
Gorilla. No, that's you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an orangutan and a gorilla, bro. I just be sitting, thinking. I love grabbing fruit. You know, like could do a lot of damage. Decides to not. You know, I'm just there. You know, the motherfucking orangutan was the chillest monkey in the Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, like, what does that tell you?
The voice of reason.
He was, though. He really was, because Caesar was like, I'm trying to kill all these motherfuckers. And the orangutan was like, bro, you need to, like, chill. No, like, and then he gets shot. But, you know, whatever. R.I.P. orangutan.
So who are your celebrity crushes?
Megan Thee Stallion.
My daughter likes Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion?
I mean,
Which is so off any type of music she listens to, so
Yeah.
she's like...
but like, look at her.
No, real shit, though. Yeah. That's a good question. My celebrity crush.
Damn. Other than David Bowie.
Frank Ocean.
That's a good choice.
No. I think I haven't. Emma Stone. I had to think about this. I had to think about this. No.
Oh, it's just celebrity?
She's just a celebrity. Not a musical crush. That's a different thing.
No, because
It's like primetime Joni Mitchell for me, bro. Like, you know,
I don't like celebrities.
prime time Kate Bush.
oh, no, yo. Yo, gotta say Bjork. Gotta say
Bjork.
Gotta say Bjork.
man.
Gotta say.
Honestly, yeah, celebrity. I think
Shakira.
Shakira.
is my celebrity crush.
Honestly, you know, funny. I grew up with my sister. She was a huge Shakira fan, and she had all the CDs all the way to like 2005, and she would play that out loud every day.
Sick.
I know her catalog by heart.
Really?
Yeah.
She's, oh my god.
She's a beast.
I just can't.
But I guess
Getting
I don't
to it, I
know.
might because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause that one album. You know the one I'm talking about.
Oh, the one I sent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one with
Your
Cerati.
favorite?
And there's like a Shakira album that has like it's something else. It has like a bunch of features from Santana, it has Gustavo Cerati. Right. It has like high calibers everything, and yeah, it's pop and it is girl shit, but I don't know. It's like made with a fucking head between the shoulders.
Type, yeah.
Yeah.
Owner of a lonely heart, but Spanish.
Yeah. Also Natalia Lafourcade. She got mom energy. She got mom energy.
She mom.
She do.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. This is not the context of the
I'm just shouting out, bro.
Oh my god, bro, I can't with you. Yeah,
Honestly, can't think of any.
can't think of much.
To be honest, I don't really like. I don't know
Princess
celebrities.
Nokia.
Like, I don't care.
Yeah, like
Princess
I don't
Nokia.
know, man.
Who? Princess Nokia? You don't know who she is?
Wait, no.
Princess Nokia?
Bro, what's the
You gotta,
phone up? No.
Jamie, pull that up. Jamie, pull that up. No, bro, like Princess Nokia.
I think you're
she's
talking
a rapper.
about
She's a rapper.
I thought you were talking about the Samsung.
No.
Hold up. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Princess
I don't know who
Nokia,
that
bro.
is.
She's like from New York. She's dope.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, yes.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
Yeah, she's cool as hell. I fuck with her.
Yes.
I honestly, like, looks don't play a part. If you're a dope celebrity, that's where you become the crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and she's got energy. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
real shit. Speaks to me. Something about it. Something about having mom energy, huh? Mom energy.
Yeah, bro.
I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
You do though.
She do.
Moving on.
Who's your celebrity crush? I'm about to flip this.
I have two.
She was
Well, Pierre is one of them. Actually, three. But I'm
Keep
older
going.
than you guys. So, John Cusack and Christian Slater. They've always been
Yo!
diehards.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, that is such like I've never heard Christian Slater being in the list. That's
Well,
I
he
love that.
should be.
I'm kind of shocked at that.
No. Normally, yeah.
But it's all around. I think he's super attractive. He's an incredible actor,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
It's a package.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
is.
package.
yep.
A little on the nose with that statement. Whatever. Really.
So, what lesson do you guys think you learned the hard way?
Don't be careful what you tweet.
Oh,
You want to talk about that?
oh man.
Everyone's learning that lesson now.
Are you familiar with Carlos Cabello?
With the Homestead
No.
Man.
Yeah. I'll tell the short version of it. It was elections 2016. Carlos Cabello was running for senator.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like, okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he was running a lot of YouTube's ads, a lot of YouTube ads, and it was not even just like vote for him. It was both pro and against him.
Right.
So it was like, bro, all I'm seeing is this motherfucker, right? I'm 18 years old. I'm a dumbass. I think that I could just whatever, and I tweet, I will kill Carlos Cabello, and then
And the Fed voted.
News?
it made it national news.
He's
I heard this story.
Bro, like it was.
I will pull it up. You will recognize it.
And
Hold on.
do you remember somebody sent like bombs to the White House or something, and it was
So,
somebody in
different
Florida,
politics.
right?
Different politics.
They thought it was Pierre
It was me.
because
Yeah.
this was the same time that it happened.
It was literally
God,
the day it
you're
happened.
kidding.
I didn't even know, bro.
So what happened to you? Like, what did they arrest
The
you?
Fed busted down his door.
Holy
Fuck out of me.
shit.
They arrested the fuck out of me.
You've got to be
I
kidding
was
me.
processed, went to jail. Yeah, so they literally, I tweeted.
Oh my God.
How bad it was, man.
No, you gotta see the mugshot.
Is it okay to show her?
Yeah.
Wait, let me
You gotta show the audience.
show the computer.
Oh my god. You know, like Pierre has a group of friends that are like very artistically inclined, and they know software, and they keep sending him memes of like his
They edited
mugshot.
my
If you
mugshot. My
That
mugshot.
is hysterical.
Yeah.
If you look up his name, there's like 20 million articles. There's videos, like actual like news videos.
Yeah.
There was the one of the court hearing. Like there was.
Yes, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's
I
one
linked up
with
it.
you all
There's
dressed
one in
up, and there's one with
Spanish.
you in orange.
I linked-
There's one in Spanish.
Yes, in orange.
Literally, we were on the Spanish news.
They put him on Telemundo, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he did an
Are
English
you
and
on the
Spanish.
no-fly list?
I hope not. Fuck, I'm trying to go
No,
places.
so he made up with Pierre like publicly to make it a whole like, see, like I'm a
I
nice
forgive
guy.
you. I forgive
I'm a
you.
good guy. I forgave him.
You
I'm
guys-
dropping the charges.
Hey.
Like,
I would have done the exact same.
Hey, listen,
this is
he-
a cool
he-
kid.
He
like,
said, listen, if you do this, and also, like, okay, I'm not going to say it was just that, but, like, also, one of the contingencies is that I had to, like, get, like, 2 weeks of, like, anger management therapy, and then once I do that, drop.
you needed it
You
anyway.
must have died. You had no idea they were going to show up at your door, did you?
I shat myself.
I'm
When
sure.
Dude, no, it was literally, like, I
Oh my
tweet that,
God.
I close, we move on, right? And then, like, the next day or some shit, yeah, it was the next day, Carlos himself responds to my tweet, quote tweeted it, and he like said that political intoxication is driving more and more Americans to violence, and it's sad, and I don't know what's more disgusting, the fact that this is tweeted or the fact that 3 people liked it. And I was like,
Bruh.
damn, I read that and I was like, I'm a political pawn. Like in that moment, I was like, I'm a
Damn.
political pawn.
Yeah.
That's it. Over.
That's it.
Set the fucking board. And so off of that, I was like I deleted the tweet, but it was too late because I already had
Screenshotted, bitch.
screenshotted. I had dudes in my other tweets
Oh
like
my
responding
God.
with like literally they would just post my selfie, and they'd be big mistake, buddy. And I was like, oh, real shit. Like,
you didn't know, like
I was like, anything could happen right now. And then the day after that, feds show up at my job, but I was not at my job. So I go to my job.
Did you lose your job over this?
No.
Thank God.
Dude, no.
Because we know how hard you got to
right?
They don't fire no one.
This is pre-FedEx.
Oh, okay.
This is in 20...
this is pre-band.
Yes, this was like in 2018, actually. No, 2018. I said 2016.
I think,
the story out. But it was 2018 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Because, that's like about when I was about to turn 19. And... Fuck, dude. Just trying to, like, set this, like, story in order is just a fuck fest. But, I go to jail. They try to, like, the HR corporate, they want to get rid of me, but the managers fuck with me. So they're like, yo, he can't be fired. And then the FBI agent actually, when I, like, go back to my regular shit, he comes to my job and he gives his card to my general manager. And he is like, if anyone wants to talk to me about, like, him keeping his job, let him know. FBI sanctioned me keeping my job.
Wow.
Real shit. FBI was like, yo, keep your job. Good. But yeah, it was crazy. FBI goes to my house. No, they go to my job. I'm not there. So I go to my job and they go to my house. So I'm literally like, rat racing, and my dad sends me a picture of the fucking card and he's like, call this number right now. And then like I get a missed call from that number too. And then like it was
all the worst first impressions.
Dude, literally imagine like you see like those videos of like warehouses where like a guy in a forklift accidentally fucks up the whole stock. Right. Like that's how it felt. Like everything culminating into the experience. But yeah, just anyways, I go to fucking jail for a day and then I leave, and then 4 months later the case is dropped and we're good.
Hey.
Yeah. It was crazy because he got my number somehow. I forgot. I pulled up to. I was still in school, bro, and I pulled up to campus, and I just parked my car. And I was like, "Fuck, I have to like face the world now." Like my teachers probably know, cause my ethics teacher definitely.
Oh, not ethics, dude.
Shout out Charles Fink. So yeah, like I park my car and then I get a call from an unknown number and I'm like, you know what? It might be my lawyer. I don't think I have the number saved, whatever. And I answer the phone, I'm like, hello, and he's like, hey Pierre, it's Carlos. And I'm like, hey Carlos, what's up? How you doing, bro? Yeah, he wanted to set up a CNN interview that never went through, but he wanted to set it up. That was one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had, and that's why, like, my internet presence is there, but not like it used to be. Like,
I can imagine.
Bro, legally it's something different when your lawyer legally advises you to delete your Twitter, bro. Like they're scrolling through, like, what's your Twitter? And I'm like, oh, it's this, and then they're scrolling through, and they're like they're pausing for like 5 seconds. Yeah, I think you should delete this whole account. Like, you should just delete this account. And I was like, you're right. And so, yeah, it's different. It's wild. So be careful what you say on the internet. Yes. Be careful what you say on the internet in general, because I've even seen, like, TikToks that, like, they just, like, someone at their job or some shit, and they just post a TikTok, and they're like, I got fired for this.
Well, they be crazy with it.
Yes and no. Like, even just, like, you can get fired for, like, showing how a McDonald's burger is fucking made.
Yeah.
Like, to that point. Like, be careful what you put on the internet.
Yeah.
Even the girlfriend that got fired because she reposted the happy birthday message that her son put to her on Facebook. They saw it and fired her.
We really need to move past this.
Right.
Wow.
I agree with 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I see. That's why I be careful. Like, I don't, bro, even when I want to, like, put people on to like, people on the internet onto some shit, like, I don't know, sometimes you'd see, like, some crazy, like, a store has a crazy fucking deal where you can buy, like, I don't know, like, 8 loaves of bread for the price of 1. and you put that on the internet, suddenly everybody's fucking going there, and it's ruined for everyone, because then they're just like, bro, pedals. We're gonna go back to this for a second. Behringer, like, pedals, like, they were like $20, $30 at one point, and this dude named JHS Pedals, I fuck with him. He's a dope account. He's super good about like giving you knowledge about pedals and shit. But he made a video on like Behringer pedals and how they're cheap. They're cheap, but like they can get the job done. And what the price? Like 3 times. $60 now for the shitty pedals, like the pedals that you don't need. You know, $60 minimum, $80, $100 even. Like it's you got to be careful because motherfuckers will ruin it. Ruin it.
No, it's so true. It's so true. It's crazy.
Be careful what you say. Yeah. Anyway, so that's my hard lesson. Any hard lesson?
That was the best one.
I guess never assume that people are like gonna just pull through for you. Just like be prepared.
Yeah.
Like
real. What the hell?
Like you know, it's not like don't believe in anyone. It's more like if it's in your best interest to always be prepared and then be pleasantly surprised.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Going back to recording this stuff. You know, it's more like
low key.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like don't have expectations of anything or anyone, and you won't be disappointed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Low key. Yeah.
But I mean, my lesson would be the spin on that of if you want something done, you got to do it
yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine would probably be something along the lines of like you can't force things to happen. You kind of just have to go with the flow because a lot of people try to like control and like micromanage every like tiny thing, and then it just ends up making everything fall apart.
Yeah.
Like that always happens to people, and so I just kind of let it go, let it happen.
Hell yeah.
I think for me, a hard lesson that I've learned is to not romanticize like very unhealthy work ethics.
Okay.
In a sense, because for me, especially when it came to music, was very much like I need to get this album out. I need to get this show on. By any way necessary, quickly turns into just generally not being pleasant to be around. And at the end of the day, you know, it's just why, you know, because like we hear, at least I heard all the time growing up is like, oh, my musical role models were all very unpleasant people to be around,
right?
Or at least for the most part. I don't think Jimi Hendrix, I don't think Bowie, but I think like someone like Zappa,
the worst musician to
someone like Mingus, someone like Miles Davis.
No, yeah,
they're rough, and then the thing is like, they're rough, but then they make such great music. But
I think we're past that now. Like that doesn't matter as much anymore.
I think that's also another thing. We're past that as a society, because before it was you're recording on tape. It's got to be perfect. That tape is expensive, and that record company is going to drop you at any sign of trouble.
We're past. It's easier, but
it's way easier now.
Yeah,
we're not past.
No, but like you don't like there like people are much less willing nowadays, especially with the accessibility to talent that there is. It's so much easier to like find someone like bro, there's Discord like servers that are full of like 17-year-old music producers that are constantly like on the fucking cutting edge of like I don't know, hyperpop or some shit like that. And they're crazy work ethic. But you wouldn't be able to find that kind of stuff back then because there wasn't a centralized spot. Right. Now you can literally centralize like-minded people in a, designated space. Yeah. So now it's like I don't have to like because before I feel like people worked with disagreeable artists because they're like I might not be able to find someone like this ever fucking again. This is it, you know? Okay. Yeah. But now it's just like I don't have to deal with this fuck shit because I could fucking hit up someone in California right now.
Yeah, it's like Smashing Pumpkins. They dealt with Billy for so long. It was
Billy's also another one. Yeah, exactly.
For real.
Like so many people look up to his like because he was harsh on his bandmates, and I'm like, that's
why you're
really missing.
And his album started to suck after the bandmates left.
Real.
You know, and I'm a diehard Smashing Pumpkins fan, so For me to say that it's a big thing. It's
Bro, that's like when I talk about Metallica after Cliff died. Bro, Metallica after Cliff died, bro. R.I.P. Lars Ulrich was the worst thing to happen to Metallica. I'm gonna say that.
For real.
Yeah, cancel me, not the podcast. Yeah, I don't care. Not the podcast. I said that. Yeah.
Honestly, in my head, I just I add an H at the end of Metallica, past Burden Dead, and it's a different band.
No,
I know it's not the same.
It really is, but like I don't know, bro.
Are we adding him to the list of Corazón Rabioso enemies now?
Yeah.
K-pop.
Metallica.
Wait,
not aren't the biggest musical forces in the world actively blacklisting us now.
Led Zeppelin,
fuck you.
I mean, Led Zeppelin for reasons, but
whatever.
You know.
Whatever. We're getting
right.
So what do you guys do on your, like, other than music? Do you have any hobbies or interests other than music? Or?
No, I don't like them.
No?
No, yeah. We're not allowed. He's like, dude, look at this cool thing. It's not a song, bro. You're fucking out, bro. What do you mean? No, yeah.
So funny.
I mean, it is pretty music centric.
You picked up like shit lately.
Yeah. I use like it is still related to music, but I use like woodworking.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna build a guitar. So I just like I get the pieces and I butcher it as fuck, really bad, and I'm like, this is bad. I'm gonna do it again, and that's a little bit better. And it's
just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's then like grabbing a guitar and sounding for 3 hours. That
low key, yeah, low key. What do you got? I don't know. If I
pump weights.
Yeah, bro, I've been lifting lately.
Yeah.
Like that's my hobby.
Oh yeah,
like,
you should like say what you. I just kidding.
I should say my PRs. I've been deadlifting.
How much is
Show
push
everyone.
right now?
Show everyone.
Like, you feel me? Like, bro, I can squat 200 below parallel, bro. Like, no problem. Nah. Weights is fun, but I think that's kind of more like a disciplinary thing.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of hobbies, I'm getting more into like visual design, like graphic arts.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm mostly like a musician kind of guy. Like expressing myself visually is not in my, but like I used to do photography. I'm kind of getting into that again.
Right.
And in the meantime, like, also we're working on a side EP, so I'm like working on my boy who like is a graphic artist as well to like create the art for that. So like I just kind of like dip myself artistically in as many things as I can that I'm not comfortable with. That's kind of like my hobby, just being uncomfortable, I guess.
Right. Taking yourself out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, you can't really thrive when you're in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like it's just law of the land.
Yeah, it's true.
Good times create bitch motherfuckers. Bitch motherfuckers create hard times. Hard times create great guys. Great guys create great times. Like it's just age-old saying.
Not butchered in the slightest.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Thinking about reading too.
That's something I'm never
Thinking about it, but I'm not doing
but I ain't gonna do it.
I don't know. My daughter reads so much. I don't know where she gets it from. It's definitely not me or her father.
Bro,
Y'all sleeping on.
Every time I read, I fall asleep.
Why I've been thinking
It
about
makes
reading.
me tired.
It's because you're not reading exciting book. Like, listen, bro. If I put on a movie that is freaking black and white, silent, and you fall asleep to it, are you gonna go? Oh, maybe I'm not a movie person. Maybe it's not my thing. Like,
I start to daydream halfway through a sentence. That's my problem.
Real.
So it's
I have to reread sentences
25 times.
because I'm like, what the fuck
That's
did you do?
Yeah, I'm like, and then I tell everybody, okay, you need to be quiet because I need to read this freaking 5-word sentence here, and I just need to understand what the hell you're trying to tell me.
Fuck up! I can't read.
You should see me trying to cook with the recipe, okay? That's how I am. I'm like, I need to understand what I have to do, guys. Stop talking.
No, I get that.
I barely read, but then there's like 3 books that I connect with Lewis.
Oh yes, dude. Lewis. I still need to read it.
It's it's literally Dune, Siddhartha, Años de Soledad.
Yeah, 100 Years of Solitude.
Yeah,
that one he put me on, and now it's in my top 5.
It's crazy because like you read so much, and then it's like, have you read Dune? No. Oh, read it, and then you're like, bro, this is fucking amazing.
Well,
like,
I read the first book, and then he's like, you should read a series, and I was like, there's a series?
What? There's more?
Wait, what? But and what's even cooler is that the series literally was, at least for the first 4 books, was in constant reevaluation of what happened in the last book. And I feel like the author keeps on making the book, publishing it, rereading it, going, this is dumb for X, Y, and Z reason. Then writing the next book to be like, the last book was dumb for X, Y, and Z reasons. And here's a bunch of more problems for the main characters now.
Yep.
So I really enjoy that, because it's like sci-fi that gets progressively smarter. Because it starts off like, Star Wars good versus evil, and then it ends up I don't even know, like economic and psychic warfare.
Yeah, literally.
Like galactic. I'm like, what is going on?
The first book is already like great, because it starts like good versus evil, and then it ends up in nuclear crisis / like oil metaphors of like killing the supply of like the equivalent of like oil of the universe.
Okay.
And it just gets. If you want to read a tense ass book, just read Dune.
Read Dune.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
straight up. It's a lot to keep track of. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you kind of have to keep a lot of different things in the back of your head. Like, this character is this guy, and he's like affiliated with this guy, but he's actually affiliated with these guys because of these reasons. And it's literally like the most gigantic 5D chess fucking like game you've ever seen.
Yeah, like if I were to describe it to anyone, it's Game of Thrones.
Okay.
In space.
Oh, wow.
That same level of like everyone is against everyone.
Right.
There's so many different factions. You have no idea who the good guys are at some points.
Right.
Like I found that to be really fun. 100 Years of Solitude. And then other books like that has got me really into Hispanic literature. Mm-hmm. So I want to thank Javi for that. And
Shout out Javi.
Shout out
Javi. But besides that, I like watching movies a lot. Before I wanted to do music, I wanted to make movies. Mm-hmm. And to this day, I still see music as a vehicle for me to be able to tell stories.
He will not admit to it, but Liz is the kind of motherfucker. Oh, let me pull up for him with the list of 700 titles.
Dude, list
go
on your phone.
It's like,
okay.
No, it's not a list on my phone anymore. It's an Excel spreadsheet.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It has like, I think 500 movies at this point.
Yeah.
And I rediscovered that passion for movies during the quarantine, because what else you got?
What else are you gonna do?
Right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna write down all of the directors I want to learn from, all of their big movies, put them in chronological order, and watch it like that. And before I knew it, it was 100 something, and it was 100 something, ranging from 1944 all the way to 2019. And I'm still watching in chronological order. And since the
what year are you at right now?
1964.
God, we're making progress, guys.
Dude, but
War's about to end. Or start, I guess. Start.
Okay, there's also that aspect to it, because I also really like history. So I love watching movies from different parts of the world in different times, and seeing the lens through that, and learning about history through that. Like,
Have you heard of Godzilla, bro? That's like a great Japanese movie.
Dude, I've learned so much about Japanese culture through Godzilla.
No, actually, though, like, Godzilla is really illuminating on how Japanese people view, like, nuclear weapons and war. I actually fuck with it.
Because,
like, it's not just scary monster movie. Like,
because then at that point, and then you compare it to the American, at the same time coming out, radioactive superheroes.
No, literally.
Right? Who are come to save the day. So, so the atomic thing is, a message of hope for them. And then for Japan, it's despair.
Yep.
Super,
and seeing that in full time while I'm watching these movies gives me a whole new appreciation of history that I really didn't have before. But yeah,
I don't be reading too many books right now. I'm literally reading the entirety of the JoJo manga, which is like it's like 200 volumes.
No, literally though, it's great. I love, bro. Honestly. People be sleeping on anime. People be sleeping on manga.
Yeah, man.
People be sleeping on that shit. Like, seriously, JoJo is one of the most, like, it's so good because it's like bullshit, but it's like you can have fun. Like, it's bullshit, like tropes, like a lot of the manly man bullshit that you see in, like, I don't know, Rambo and like other shit like that. but they kind of seriously, like, they're super self-aware, and they kind of take it into a satire level. Mm-hmm. I like it.
And then there's also anime that is just another drama movie.
Right.
And it's just there.
Like what you call it?
Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue. Shout out.
Perfect Blue is a crazy movie. And if I were to describe this entire movie to you, you'd be like, that's an animated movie?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
And
like,
then
it's like Black Swan.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That one I want.
Yeah, so like so watching it,
Yeah.
the minute you
Right back.
you have any shout
Resident
out?
expert. Resident anime expert. Shout out Death Note.
Yeah, for real. That started the villain arc.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do rapid fire.
Oh shit!
Let's see who can answer these questions quick.
Where's the button?
Too quick.
Yeah,
I'm slow.
They're very simple, but I find that everybody stops to think. On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird are you?
6.
Like a 5.
I'm weird enough to not consider weird to be a category in which I can put
You're a
myself.
weirdo for that. Alright? How about that? You're 12. 10, yeah. You broke the scale.
Give myself a solid 9.
Okay, so would you date a fan?
Hell yeah.
I inadvertently regretted it.
So you have, and you learned your lesson. Talk about lessons learned.
No, for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Depends.
I don't. It depends on the fan level.
I really don't think so.
Because like, okay, there's a difference. Like, I like your work and I appreciate it, which I can fuck with. Mm-hmm. And then there's like, you're literally a god to me. Yeah. And that I don't know. And then it's just like, all right, you stay over there. All right, you go home. You have a home and a family that loves you so much. Go with them.
Yep. There's a thin line between that. Okay, so what is your biggest pet peeve?
Chewing loudly.
Biting the fork. Oh.
A dude cutting into my lane and slowing down.
Bro, my dad does that shit so much, dude. He be chewing, like, just... sometimes, and when they chew the chicken bone, like the cartilage of the chicken, Lord. Bro, like, that's the worst. Like, that just,
That's that part, I have to chew with my mouth open. Otherwise, I'm not going to process, sorry.
I had to contain so much just now in what I just did. Like, I practiced, like, Buddhism because of you. Yeah. I am so zen right now.
Saying, like, oh, I'm on my way.
And you didn't even... You're not even ready. Yeah, I'm on my way right now.
Man, that's like me, though, low-key. Not gonna... on my way.
What's a pet peeve?
Repeating myself.
South Florida as a whole.
South Florida's my pet peeve.
No, if we're just general
Miami.
lack of time management skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So every single show where bands come in late.
Yeah.
Which is every single show.
Yeah. Every single show.
Yeah.
So every single show.
That's why we cannot close the show.
I take special preparations to be like, I will get frustrated later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will.
Put an alarm.
It's not a serious possibility.
7:45 p.m. Time to get frustrated.
No, he's happy and then he's alarm.
I wake up, check the calendar, shut it.
When a reggaeton dude comes to you and say, "Ya tú sabes."
Y yo no sé. Shut the fuck. It's such a stupid. The joke is basically, you already know, like, reggaeton dudes, like, they're always like, ya tú sabes, which means you already know. But they say it for, like, every fucking
thing. At the beginning of the song, it's like, you already know.
And then, like, the joke is, like, motherfuckers crying, like, what if I don't know? Ya tú sabes. You don't know. It's so good. That's it? Really?
That's my pet peeve.
You can't. It's because you can't say real.
No, honestly, it's when I'm driving and somebody cuts in front of me and then slows down.
I hate that.
I can't stand when, like, somebody's turning, like, say you're in, like, a far right and someone's turning, but they literally, like, go to a dead stop and then turn slow. Yes. Like, they turn so slow and you're like, turn!
Yes.
Turn! And you're on, like, a main road and you're like, going, like, 40, 45, and they just, like, Like it doesn't take that long to turn.
Dude.
Yeah.
I could keep the 40 miles per hour and still turn. It won't be safe, but I could do it.
That's how I be whipping it.
You know, like, go, bro. Yeah, I feel you. Motherfucker, you know, South Florida driving. That's a good one. That pet peeve right there. South Florida driving.
I can't.
Shout out to South Florida.
South Florida drivers.
It's getting worse and worse.
Bro, they really. I remember.
No, the guy that shot out his window.
Yes.
Seen that story?
Blew the guy up, bro. That's
insane.
Yeah,
It's so funny because he's the one that cut off the other guy that got mad.
Yeah.
And the guy behind him was like road raging and stuff. And then the dude pulls out his gun.
He's getting guns because they want.
Yeah, no, like you think yourself, you cut somebody else off, you get pissed, you get your gun out, you shoot. You turn yourself in because you're in the right.
You know, he turned himself in.
Yeah, he really thought he was trying to say he saw the guy with the gun, but
no, but he already took his gun out.
And that was the funny thing. And I was telling my husband, I was like, did he not know? He gave the evidence that everything he's saying is a lie over himself.
100%. Yeah. I mean, you can even see in the video him like looking in the reviews, like plotting the whole thing.
Looking for a reason to use it.
I think what happened was he probably was like, "Oh no, what if I like actually shot him and like killed him?" So then he's like, "I better just like turn myself in before like
that way it's
I
not
get
a
into
chase."
Prison. Yeah.
Well, he's still probably gonna.
But
prison.
Well,
Not for long.
Not as long.
I think that was just
stick his
dumb.
hand now, bro. Had to shoot his own window.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Bro, he shot through the front windshield, bro. Like,
I've seen people brandish guns. Like, as a thing, like,
no, that's
like,
actually,
yo,
like,
don't
illegal.
fuck with me.
That's illegal.
But, like, to actually shoot on the road, that's
illegal.
like, come on.
Through your windshield.
I mean, everything in fucking Florida is illegal.
No, but, like, actually brandishing, like, that's...
But that's actually, like, that's happened to a couple of my friends, like, from, like, a road rage incident, and the person was like,
my husband's
shows
best
a gun.
friend got his car all shot up. He did cut the person off. And then he got shot up.
Damn. Well,
hey, building etiquette somehow.
You gotta make life exciting, I guess.
Yep,
somehow.
exactly.
Do some way.
How come, like, it's just so weird. It's just
exciting.
It's so funny to me how, like, back in the day, like, my mom, her growing up in, like, the 70s and stuff, she said they just had guns in their car laying around, like, nobody cared back then. Like, everyone had guns, yet nobody was shooting each other like idiots.
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, everybody's shooting each other.
Because they're making big deals of it, and that's the thing. And it's
back then, it's like, we all know everyone has a gun.
Yeah,
Literally.
exactly.
Literally.
Like, can we just be civil? We all got guns.
We all got
Can we agree to, like, not?
We all got guns. I had to. I'm sorry.
All right, so asking permission or begging forgiveness?
Both. No.
Neither.
Neither. I just do what I want.
You don't care.
No, I think, okay.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
That's not too real.
If it's between the two, asking permission. I won't
beg.
I'll ask for permission.
It depends on the context.
Yeah. Well, okay, I think generally asking for permission is the way to go. That way, if I know that it's a no, then I'm going to be like, all right, now I got to figure out how to do it in secret.
Yeah.
Whatever. And
then you'll be begging for the forgiveness.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. But I won't.
No, you got to set yourself up so it would be somewhat convenient for you to step out at this point, and then just barely. Can I? it's like when someone like grabs a chip and then goes, "Can I?"
Yo, do you mind if I borrow this?
I co-sign that.
Doing that? I co-sign doing that. Grabbing someone's fry. Yo, do you mind if I grab a fry?
Yo,
like,
can I have some?
Is that okay? Is that a problem?
That's my biggest pet peeve. Speaking of pet peeves, don't breathe near my food.
Yes.
Or look at it. Or touch it.
Or think about it.
If you want some of it, get a plate. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, no.
But don't look at it and breathe on it.
Do not.
Don't look at straight up. Like, bro, I hate when it's a looking ass motherfucker.
They be like, what you got?
You fucking like, are you starving? You want something? Like, fuck, bro.
You're like, ooh, what is that? Not for you.
And that is my answer. No, you want your own?
No, I grab it without looking.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so who do you think is the most overrated musician?
Oh my
Bono.
God. Okay, that's
Bono. Straight up. Fuck Bono. I don't care. Fuck to suck your own dick to the level that you're the greatest like musician or band or whatever in the world, like that's such a fucking self-proclaim.
No, this is really rich. Hold on, this is really rich coming from Kanye. Fam. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bro, this man will be like, I am this generation's Einstein, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but Kanye has like some fucking spit worth his salt, you know? Like,
okay, I will say
like, nowadays, like, bro, listen, all U2 has is like some uplifting and power in the name of love, and then like The Edge has a delay on his fucking guitar, and that's the fucking song.
Not just one, not two. 5 delays.
So, like, okay, listen. To have that level of ego, Kanye, okay, I'm not a Kanye fanboy. I don't excuse everything he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have my limits. I have my lines. And right now, I'm past it. Like, I've kind of given up on Kanye.
I know.
I'm not going to cap. I love him musically.
You can only help someone so long.
Yeah, bro, you can only hold on for hope. But, like, Kanye, he's proven through collaboration, through artistic vision, through... I mean, listen, his clothes suck, but the fact that he did it, you know, like, just through his feats, what he accomplished, like, I give him the pass.
Okay.
Right.
He worked. Worked. He's crazy now.
Absolutely.
But, you know, he worked for that point. Bono, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, no, like right now,
like, you know, whatever. He'll just probably do some charity event and be like, I'm still the greatest. And it's like, okay, go home, honey, like... Let's fucking like I don't know. Bro. I can't. It's not even funny how overrated Bono is to me, bro. Like it's seriously like. I can't wait. Can't wait for you to.
I don't know.
I find Guns N' Roses to be massively overrated.
Yeah. Everybody,
but it's just like
nobody likes them.
No. I do. No. Because I'm gonna tell you right now. Because boomers will still bring them up in the same conversation with Zeppelin, and I'm like, they're not even remotely.
The only song they had good was like
same ballpark.
"Welcome to the Jungle." Like, what do they got? "Welcome to the Jungle," "Sweet Child of Mine." Like, that's it. That's it.
The thing is, they're only known because they were the biggest band before Nirvana. But that's literally that should tell you something. Because the fact that an underground music scene blew up at that level, that fast, means that there was a void of talent.
Yeah, no, you're right.
There was a void.
I can see that. Yeah.
Guns N' Roses was the steward of the rock scene, bro.
Yeah. I guess I would have said Guns N' Roses, but I couldn't really think.
Yeah, Rose just never comes through my mind.
Yeah, literally. Because I guess I could say, Metallica, but...
Yeah, Metallica.
The fact that Guns N' Roses is still touring and he can't even make it through a whole set without almost passing out. Like, walking on stage. It's like, give up already.
He's a big boy now.
Yes.
He tries to do the shit he did back then.
Yeah.
Motley Crue, they did it with grace. They're big, they're old, but they weren't crazy, you know?
Yeah.
They walked around the stage, did a couple jobs, you know, the drummer did it.
And he apologized when he couldn't hit, like, some notes and stuff. And he was like, I just can't do it.
I'm old, bro. I've been through drugs, you know? Like,
I
understand.
Exactly.
I mean,
Tool.
They need money.
Tool.
Tool's
overrated?
Probably the most overrated band.
Okay,
now.
actually, I would agree with that. And I don't really care about Guns N' Roses project because, like, the idea is like, okay, it's fucking Guns N' Roses, but like Tool is like a Tool. It's like I like some of their songs, but they are, I guess, I would say overrated. I'm not gonna be like fuck Tool.
No, yeah,
I mean, they're overrated by
that's a good one
by their fanboys.
Okay, yeah,
and also their musical style. I think that they kind of like it kind of got a little like they found formula. They found their formula, and I think that if you have a formula, like there's some artists that have a formula and it works for them. I mean, I guess, you know, David, like, even though David Bowie's formula is, like, no formula, like, that kind of was his formula, was just constantly beyond. But Tool, like, they just, like, have the same, like, flanger and, like, the same, like, 11, like, 7 drum fills or whatever. You know, it's like, I get it. I get it. You guys make kooky music. Whatever. And it took you 10 years to drop a mid-album.
They were busy with farms and shit.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, you didn't see the Joe Rogan, bro?
Well, that's specifically the singer.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, right?
Maynard, he has his own winery.
After a certain point, I subscribe to the idea of, we have the super famous people doing mid music. Whatever, bro. You put in your work in the 90s. It's fine. It's not like at some point you cannot like follow them forever for being super famous,
right?
You know,
right.
Just don't care about the new stuff.
Who was I?
Honestly,
that's true. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was flaming on somebody.
Oh, well,
No, they're good. They're good. I like Red Hot
I'm
Chili
a
Peppers.
bit partial. It's like,
well, no,
but it's true.
We'll see what happens.
I was such diehard. Well, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers, Pearl Jam, and Smashing Pumpkins back when I was in high school. Those were my bands.
Did you follow the Red Hot Chili Peppers recently or not?
No.
They're back.
Yeah, because they had.
Yeah.
I followed the guitars that they had. John Frusciante.
Okay.
He's for the classic ones. Then he dropped, and they had this other dude in that was okay. And then he's like, maybe I should come back, and they fired him immediately.
Did you see their carpool karaoke though? You've got to YouTube it. They did the carpool karaoke with what's his name?
Corbin James.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It was so awesome.
Corbin
Blue.
So they're all
so
they're all filthy rich.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do with the punk scene that they came from. But I want to see them live.
Yeah.
That's really it. That's really it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to get my daughter's tickets for Christmas, and I just think it's absolutely insane to ask $650 for a ticket to see the freaking Red Hot Chili Peppers when I could watch the shit on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, we've got a $37 special. I was like, oh yeah, stocking stuffers. I'll do the $37. The fucking last row of the nosebleeds.
They sit you in the back behind the tall guy.
No. I'm like, I'd rather just sit home.
But I always just get like crappy tickets, and then I end up like sneaking to the front somehow. Just because, like, I'm
such a nervous no.
Hey, no,
I don't even care. I walk in like I own the place. I walk in.
No, literally.
You walk in like you own the place, then nobody asks you a question.
I can't do that.
Hey,
I know.
are you the Homestead man?
Are you
Horrible poker face.
No, yeah, my
I've been
poker
telling
face.
myself the whole
What
way
if you
out.
sneak into the front and then you happen to take Carlos Cabello's spot?
What the fuck? What?
He's like,
First of all, the odds of his and my musical taste overlapping are slim.
Yeah, what if you find him at like a Desperat's concert, bro?
I can't follow up. I can't follow up my joke. If I'm sitting in his seat, I will kindly move for him.
You're like,
I will not do anything dubious.
You're
Or
like-
say anything.
no, you say
illegal.
you say double jeopardy, bitch.
What you gonna do with it? You want this seat? What you gonna do for it? You gonna kill me? All right.
Okay.
You already said enough.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys? Like, you guys are planning your EP to come out on 420.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
You should do 420 at 420.
420 at 420?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Damn, does this kid let us do that?
Dude, just the fucking... No, that's a great idea though. I'm gonna do that.
We're doing
credited.
that.
You're going in the album credits now.
Okay, I'm gonna be looking for it.
No, yeah. Look for it.
So you got that. Do you have any shows coming up? I know you guys haven't been doing many shows, but do you have anything?
The only one is
We
just
have
like
the going away.
Yeah.
But that's like,
That's
It's
not
like another show.
We're gonna do that by the time this comes out.
yeah, it's just like a little private party thing.
That's true.
Because we gotta think, when does this come out?
Trying to think. Mid-March. March. All right, I've got the first 2 weeks booked already. All right, so the third Friday of March.
Third Friday
Oh,
of
yeah,
March.
that's- yeah.
So we're not gonna have.
Like maybe by then we'll have.
Yeah, probably by then we'll be
booked.
playing.
Just check us out on Instagram and find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, what's
It's
your Instagram?
Corazón.Rabioso.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys are all on Spotify.
Yes.
We are. We are
Bandcamp.
in Bandcamp.
I
and-
need to make the SoundCloud still.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh my God, I'm having deja vu. Another band said the same exact thing. I can't remember which one.
That's because DistroKid doesn't have the thing for SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're just gearing up to drop some cool, nifty music.
Yeah.
That you're gonna listen to, and you're gonna be like, "Why would anyone make this?" You know, like, it's fun. It's like it. It's like we like it. I think it's that's what matters.
I think it's insanity,
I agree. I don't know.
but
But it's still neat.
it's like it's like one of the cooler variants of insanity.
Yeah, it's like when you're quirky.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're quirky.
We're quirky band.
It's
We're
Quirky
quirky
Frog.
frog.
Quirky.
Quirky.
motherfucker.
We make penis music. So yeah, that's the genre as well.
Therefore, does
Space Coast / penis music.
If you look it up in the
Slash
dictionary.
quirky.
Yeah, / quirky. Yeah.
Shout out Sauce.
Música fálica.
Stop. Alright. So yeah, that's about it. We're just kinda low key right now. We're like super like can't let the ops know our next move.
Yeah.
But also, we're letting everyone know our next move.
Yeah.
You know,
We're just EP, and then
we're
after that,
just see what happens.
doing shows and working on the album.
Yeah.
Hey, if a motherfucker wants to collab on a split EP, hit us up. You know, we could talk. You know, maybe we could get something going down. I saw that Dakota did that recently.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, who knows? Maybe I gotta see if boy shorts is still a thing. Shout out, boy. Shout out, boy shorts.
I tried to
Shout
check
out
in
boy
on
shorts.
boy shorts, but
Crow is.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe I want to honestly, bro. I want to like collaborate with bands. Like I want to do like splits. I want to do splits, and I want to do like literal. Like I thought about this, and I can see how logistically it wouldn't work because like different bands have different styles, so like you can't. But like just like I don't know, rappers like do songs
Different
together.
artists.
Yeah.
Exactly. I thought about like I don't know, making a like, literally band featuring other band and we collab on one big song. You know, I don't know, like some shit like that. You know, that'd be good.
Yeah.
yeah.
But all hypothetical plans.
Yeah.
Solid plans for the future right now, just EP.
Yeah.
And LP writing.
Copywriting. Indeed.
All right. Is there any other stuff you want to let everybody know before we end, or?
I made beats. That's it.
Yo,
Me too.
Homestead, man.
I'm Homestead Man.
Go listen to what we got out.
Listen
right
to our
now.
stuff on Spotify.
Yeah, no. If you got an hour to kill,
Yep.
Yep.
If you got an hour to kill, substances to take, and a very comfy room to chill in,
Yeah. Turn the lights off.
let me tell you, I got the album for you.
Yeah. Yes, Feliz.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have, you know, we're on everything.
because
Just check our
at the
shit.
end of the day, like shows are
Tell us what
a
you
lot
think
of
about
fun,
the
but
art.
we just love writing and like making new stuff. So I think like of like the workload, it mostly all goes into the album. So
Yeah, we definitely put the most out of it.
you know, do you really want to go to a show? Drive. Just it takes the same time. You just listen to
Deal
it.
with all those Florida drivers.
For real. Nobody's gonna cut you off. No people shooting. It's
No. You could shoot if you want, but
just bumper numbers, bro. It's all good.
Just brandish, don't shoot.
just brandish. Don't just.
If you're gonna choose lesser two,
If you buy a cassette, you get a free 50-pound dumbbell with your order. Because we make music for lifting too.
absolutely.
Yes.
You have to run and squat to the album. That's just how it is. Sorry, I didn't make the rules. I just made it. I just made the album.
Dude, there's like pauses in the cassette. It's like add 10-pound play.
Add 10-pound play, and then the song resumes. Literally,
That's
literally.
hysterical.
The music video is just
Give me a
the
dude. That's it. All right.
All right.
This is a great cast.
Thank you.
Y'all be well.
For now.